Hello. Whoa. A little bit of a rough day, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't know if you guys can see that I got a shiner on my head. I went into the office today, to the scratch office, the pro shop office, and there's an iron staircase, and I walked right into it. I was on my phone, texting and walking, which you should never do, and I banged my head. That is completely beside the point. What we're gonna do today with another Wednesday stream. Nice to see you, golf sickos. Dan Rapport here, Dan on Golf. Welcome to the channel. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. I've been missing Tiger Woods recently. I've found myself missing Tiger Woods recently. The golf has been so amazing this year. The Keegan with Tommy Fleetwood, and the week before we had JJ Spawn, and we had Rory completing the career Grand Slam, and we got Scotty absolutely dominating world golf and playing at a level that we haven't seen since Tiger Woods. But I miss Tiger Woods. So Alex Bush had an idea. And we have some pretty cool access to the archives here at Dan on Golf and on Scratch. And we're thinking, why don't we on these Wednesdays, like last week we did a Wednesday show and we talked pretty much exclusively about current events. I was at the Travelers. There was a new PGA Tour CEO. Rory McIlroy was, very much in the news. It was a signature event, all the top guys playing. Not as much going on with the Rocket Mortgage. The Colin Caddy stuff, we're going to talk about that on Monday's show. So we decided for Wednesday, why don't we start watching old tournaments with you guys? And it's a little bit different than a normal watch along because we actually can watch the tournament together. So I'm going to show you guys the tournament very shortly. But before we start, I want to go back in time. Enter the time machine with me. We're in the time machine. It's 2018. Tiger Woods is teeing it up at Eastlake. Let's look at his results. So he comes back from back surgery, finishes tie for ninth in his first start. This is all the way back in 2017. This is after he has his fusion, and everyone's thinking, is he ever going to be able to do this again? He's talking very morose at the President's Cup. I don't know if I'm ever going to play competitively again. He comes back, ties for ninth at the Hero, has a lot of speed. Everyone's like, ooh. Then he makes the cut at the Farmers. I remember he made it on the number, had to get up and down for birdie. I vividly remember watching that in the Sports Illustrated office. And then he misses the cut at the Genesis, but he always plays bad at Riviera. Then he starts to get hot, 12th in the Honda Classic. Then he goes to the Valspar. He almost wins there. I think Paul Casey beats him. He has a putt to tie it on the last hole. He finishes in a tie for second. He goes to Bay Hill, tie for fifth. Doesn't really do much in the 2018 Masters. Wells Fargo Players Championship. He makes another run. He's sort of in the mix until 14. I think he makes a double on Sunday. I was there that day. Then he goes to Memorial. U.S. Open, misses the cut. 2018 U.S. Open, Shinnecock, missed the cut. And he starts to get hot in the summer again. Tie for fourth at Quicken Loans. That tournament doesn't exist anymore. Open Championship. He has the lead on the 11th hole, makes that double bogey. Francesco Molinari wins it. Finishes second to Brooksy at Bellerive in the sweltering heat in St. Louis, but Tiger's like pretty much back at this point. And he goes in. These are the first three playoff events. Remember, there are 4 playoff events, and that is the beginning of a theme. This is a real throwback. You're going to see names. You're going to see broadcasters. You're going to see companies that you haven't thought of in a long time. This is some true sicko shit. And the BMW Championship the week before, he finishes in a tie for 6. So let's dive in. Tiger Woods, 2018 Tour Championship. I'm really excited about this one. Drop us a like, drop us a comment, tell your friends that we're hanging out, we're watching. Let's dive in.
That clears the way for Tiger.
See, this is already way better than a watch along because we can actually watch. Bit of a fan.
Could leave that one to the right.
Doesn't love it.
David Faherty on the mic, by the way. You want to talk about throwback? He's doing live now. Johnny Miller on the mic.
Between himself and the hole, right there.
Needs a good break, but I think it bounced a little right.
The 13.
This is
Dustin Johnson. We didn't realize how good we had it.
We
We just did not realize how good we had it.
mathematical possibility situation later today. He's at 6 under and has left himself.
This was the last year before they went to the sort of where it was like the staggered scoring. So Justin Rose is trying to win the FedEx Cup and Tiger Woods is trying to win the tournament, and the announcers the entire time are just trying to talk about this. They're trying to follow up. Oh, Alex says I'm echoing. Probably just need to take the mic out of the scene. Okay, I can take the mic out of the scene. How about now? We should be good now. All right. Anyways, we're going back.
A long way away for par. Had to remain at 6 under. But again, more specifically, 2 back of Justin Rose, who's now in solo second.
And has a chance here, Bones.
He does. I think he'd be very grateful to be here at this point in 2 shots, having hit that poor drive. But this is up over the ridge and straight into the grain.
So the ball took a little bounce when he hit it. Maybe he didn't hit it quite as squarely as he wanted to. We go to the last.
And Bryson DeChambeau trying to.
Bryson DeChambeau. Bryson DeChambeau playing PGA Tour events. Bryson DeChambeau wearing that hat. If that doesn't bring you back to 2018, I don't know what will.
Finish off his PGA Tour season here with a birdie at the last. It has been a sensational one, even despite the late problems he's had here in the last few holes.
Still putts the same, by the way. That was one of the worst putts ever.
So a disappointing
same
week
yardage
for
book cover, by the
who
way.
had such high hopes coming
He's
in
got
here
the
with those 2
BAD.
playoff wins. Number 1.
Look at the hair, by the way.
Seat,
Also,
but
throwback.
A 67.
Tim Tucker
and that is a
on the
comeback
back.
from
Throwback.
what he started these first 2 rounds at with 71 and 75. So he started in the
So
first
Bryson
spot,
won the
projected
2
right
events
now
before leading
into
this
3rd
one.
position. And back to Dustin Johnson for an important par putt at 13. So he's able to get it down.
He looks a
and
little
stay
thinner,
in
doesn't he?
position.
I think he's skinnier than he looks now.
4th right now by himself. And Johnny Miller, this was
Hard
the
to believe
time
this is
in all
7
those
years ago, Johnny
championships
Miller.
and
What a
Tiger's
legend, man.
yesteryear that it was pretty much a done deal. We started the telecast by telling you that he was a perfect 23 for 23 in past PGA Tour events with a 54-hole lead of 3 shots or more. He had that 3-shot lead. It's now 5. What do you think?
I think he's done exactly what he's supposed to do. He's played really good golf, birdied that first hole, and let the other guys sort of melt slowly away.
He's cruising.
And,
He's
bottom
absolutely
line is
cruising.
McIlroy and Rose, the 2 guys that could have caught him, have not played well. You see the score by Rose, he's +1, and Rory's 4 over. So bottom line is they're making it a little easier for him.
You would have thought the new world.
Why is he wearing an
#1
undershirt?
would put some more heat on Tiger.
You know what I mean?
More than
What's good with you?
13 years, is it,
he's
at the
sweating
number 1
so much
position,
that he
so
needs
he
an
knows
undershirt.
about
And I've been to this
everybody
tournament in
going after
August.
him,
It's
but
the
he's not in a
hottest
great
place in
spot
the world.
over at the 10th.
That driving range is the hottest place on the planet.
Looks like he's trying to play a little.
They've cleared out a lot of these trees.
Line,
This is
Roger,
the
very
first hole of the
difficult.
Creator Classic. We're doing that again
he's
this year,
just
by the
going to
way.
try to pitch it out to the fairway here. I just don't think he has much of an angle to do anything
Roger
more.
Maltby on the mic.
May need to slow down a little bit.
It's 7 years ago, but when you watch it, it
Okay.
feels 7. It's hard to believe it's been
Still,
7
he
years,
will
but
not
when
be
you
happy
watch
that
this
that was just
broadcast, there's
drifted
so
into the
many
semi-rough.
throwbacks that you realize why it's been
He
7
does
years.
not want to win this by 5. He wants to win
Justin
it by 50.
Thomas in the
if he
mix.
can.
It's always been his mentality. Thomas for birdie at the par 3 15th.
Also, no commercials on this broadcast. Pretty damn sweet. Ooh, trickle, trickle, trickle.
Really good.
Should we skip ahead a little?
So Thomas will stay at 5.
Let's go ahead. Let's see if we can catch up with Mr. Tiger Woods here. Oh, here's Rory.
All set.
Rory's put on some muscle since then too, and the hair is
Coming
much
out of
different.
this fluffy stuff, so hard to control.
Does everyone just get bigger as the years go
104
on? Is that how
yards.
this goes? Rory still, he looks, and it's not like a uniform amount of times that he looks. He
Yeah,
like
just
kind of
a
looks till he's comfortable.
Blade, that's not going to get there.
That's not going to
comes
get there,
out
says
soft on
Roger.
him.
He's missed 6 consecutive fairways, Rory. Really the best driver of the golf ball when you count distance and accuracy, but not
Rory's
now.
what,
I guess
29?
The pressure got him.
Right in the
a
prime
little
of
bit
his
so
career
far,
right
but
now.
he might make a charge.
All right, time now for the FedEx Cup summary and standings as we look at Tiger's career breakdown. He's got the 2 FedEx Cup titles.
Kind of surprising he only won 2
FedEx.
FedEx. I guess it didn't start until
Got 3 playoff
2007.
wins, looking for a 4th today.
Right? I think that was
Tour
the first one.
championship appearances.
I mean, he would have won
his
it every
first
year.
in
He would have won
5 years.
99, 2000,
And we talk
2001,
about
2002,
his
2005,
world ranking, How about
2006.
the weeks at the top of the FedEx Cup standings? No one even close in that department as well.
So the only guys I think who would be in the top 10 still on this list are Justin Thomas, and I'm sure Keegan Bradley's probably up there now or close. Everybody else, just a sign of the times.
Justin Rose still on top for the moment to win the FedEx Cup. Tiger in the 2nd position, taking the big leap up if he was to go ahead and hang on to this championship. So
First cut.
we'll
Won't be able to spin
continue
it.
Describe the scenarios as they head home on this back 9.
Tempo town.
It's from 61 yards. Needs to get down, it looks.
Yeah, just coming from
Came out a
that
little hot.
semi-rough, that's not what he wanted at all. Even though he got some spin on it, just jumped out.
Look at him just glistening in that sun. That is a man who's
Ahead
just
of the
sweats
11.
pounds
Justin
and pounds
Rose
and
on the
pounds.
T-bones, and there are some flags you shoot at, and there are some
I
You
want to say
don't.
Justin Rose is #1 in the world.
This
at
is
point.
one of those.
I think he was.
Absolutely here, Peter. 187 yards. Back into the little bit of hurting wind right now. I'm interested to see if Justin can get to 7 there. And this is up and out of it and well to the right.
Lockdown.
Yeah, that's the
Not
problem.
very good.
That's the
Tracers have gotten a little bit better, but not
and that ball
much.
sits down.
Still a pretty
It is
good
just
viewing
a
experience.
Very difficult hole location. Just 2 birdies here.
Kyle Stanley. You want to talk about a throwback? That is Kyle
Nobody
Stanley.
has got it close here.
I don't even think Kyle Stanley's
and
played.
up ahead at 16.
Maybe played in maybe like a
Hideki
couple
Matsuyama
events this year.
For a birdie to get to 6 under.
Yeah,
And
nice
he
putt, Hideki.
does 5 under on his round today.
Yeah, so Tiger's
Ian
crew. It's
Fowler
like
had
it's
the
almost like
best round
you
of
would
the
have
day
to
going.
absolutely chop it from here on out to not win.
Back to
Crowds
10.
are massive.
Overhead look.
Chase S has seen
Rolling
Tiger in
line.
person. Dude is built like an NFL player.
What's he
Not,
facing
he doesn't
here?
quite have the same like
About
physical
65 feet. Has to
domineering
putt
presence
uphill
that he did
steeply
since the leg
uphill,
because he's limping
going
around all the time.
across a ridge.
But I'm glad I got to view this era of Tiger.
3/4 of the way there. Should turn to his right some.
Little hop up the base there. Yeah. Pretty damn good though.
Lovely lag.
Excellent.
It's not pars that he needs.
Harry Diamond. This would have been
Go ahead and clean
toward
that
the
one
beginning of their time together. How many putters ago is that for Rory? He's been a spider guy for so long.
Clears the stage for Tiger.
Oof. Bogey,
Raj,
bogey, birdie,
there
double
much in
bogey,
this one
bogey.
that
That's
Tiger's
not gonna
got?
get it done. Rose won the
It's gonna
FedEx
come
Cup
to
this
his
year.
left.
Won it in Fort Worth and
ways
T2
left
at the
that,
Open.
goes
#1 in the
downhill,
world,
so-
says Jeff. Yeah. This was when Rose got
Need to
there.
be mindful of the pace.
And this is only a year after he lost to Sergio in the Masters.
Hardly a ball mark in these.
Pretty cool
greens.
that Justin
As I
Rose
said
got to
earlier,
#1. I
the
guess they
golf
all did.
course
The
is
guys who
just
I always group together, which is
unimaginably
Justin
perfect.
Rose, Adam Scott, and Jason Day. They all got to #1 in the world, which is pretty badass.
It's the finest
I got to see
putting
Tiger at the
surfaces
Honda
I
Classic
believe
the
I've
last time
ever
he played
seen.
there. I think that might have been this year.
Bermuda, bent, any kind of grass you
He
want.
finished
These
12th.
are
I don't know if he
just
played. He might have played
perfect.
2019, right before he won the Masters.
Be interesting to see how he reacts if he makes bogey or worse here. He sure doesn't like bogeys, does he, Roger?
He don't like bogeys, Roger. No, not Roger.
no.
Johnny.
Especially not today.
I don't
There's
think
Joey
he'd be too
LaCava,
terribly
another
upset
throwback.
after
We got Lance
where he
Bennett
put
on
his
the back
tee
now, even
shot.
though he's with Michael Thorbjornsen,
You
so
know.
I don't really know how that's going to go.
You get out of here with 5, fine.
I was disappointed on that little second shot I noticed, even though I thought it was pretty good.
Setting up well to the right.
It's just nice watching him without a limp, man.
A little something just caught his attention there in this huge crowd.
Faraday was really good too. Miss him. The whole broadcast is
Just for
different now.
Paul.
This would be Smiley. This would be Kevin Kisner. Dan Hicks is still there. Tiger looks fit, man. Oh, keep going. Keep going. All right, so he starts with a bogey on the back. I
Very
didn't realize
high.
that.
So that's the first bogey of the day. Lead is now 4.
Oh, so he birdies the first. Let's skip ahead to his tee shot. He birdies the first, then he makes a bogey, or then he doesn't makes all pars until he makes bogey. Rose makes a bogey there. It looks like they're waiting on the tee. Dustin, oh my gosh,
The green here.
John Rahm.
Face way open.
This is like a live golf broadcast. There's a lot of live guys. We've already
Well,
seen
that's pretty
Bryson,
well played.
DJ,
That
and
was a
Rahm. This
big
was the
swing for such a
glory
short
years
shot.
of those live guys.
We go to 12.
John Rahm has this short putt for
John
a
Rahm
par
with the TaylorMade too.
from about 45 feet down the hill to here.
The M3 year.
Oh,
Oh,
man. What a last few holes for Rahm.
Young John
He got
Rahm.
it to 7 under par. A double at 9 and now a bogey at 12.
Alistair Smith says, "How
Get
if you just,
4
sorry if you
under.
just done this, but how would you rank Adam Scott, Sergio, Jason Day, and Justin Rose 1 to 4? It's very close. Jason Day is a
1 to
lot
11.
younger than those guys. Jason
Justin
Day is still in
Rose.
his 30s. I would probably go.
Going to drop at least 1.
Man, it's
Short
tough,
putt
isn't it?
for
I
a
feel like they
bogey.
all have the same amount of wins too. Justin
It's
Rose
gotta
has
be
the gold
frustrating.
medal.
Johnny's doing
Sergio
everything
has
right.
the
Been playing well in the playoffs.
has the Ryder
This is-
Cup piece.
this
I
is
would probably
Kyle
go
Stanley first for his par.
Kyle Stanley.
Stanley
Kyle
drifted back to
Stanley
5 under.
got to the
one
Tour
over on his
Championship
round
this
today.
year. I would probably go.
Yeah, Rose obviously is at 2 seconds, and then
I mean, Day probably had the
wobbling a
best
little right
ceiling.
now,
It's really, really.
to
I'm going to
close out
go.
the FedEx Cup championship, and we'll just see if he can gather himself
Rose.
and do what he needs to do, and probably have to shoot 1 under par from here on out. I would
Sergio,
think.
Scott,
Roy and
Day.
Tiger waiting on the tee.
That's the same thing that Chase just said. I was not looking at Chase's.
Rose
I
has
promise.
this putt for bogey.
Does anyone else think John Rahm looks like a Bob's Burgers character? I think he looks a lot like my friend Connor Boggs, who obviously no one in here knows. I don't know why I just said his name, but he looks a lot like John Rahm. Here's Rosie. I don't know what kind of putter contraption this is. It's got a fang. Do you think Keegan is a Hall of
Rose
Famer?
drops
No,
a
not
shot
yet.
here, par
8
3.
wins, 8 wins, and a major is not enough. You got to get at least
Back to
10 wins
5.
in a major to have a conversation. So no, not yet. If you want another major, yes. If you won 5 more tour events, yes. But as of right now, I would say no.
Back on the tee. McIlroy getting
All
ready
right,
to
finally,
launch.
11 tee.
And he's got 7 iron out. And this is something I referenced earlier, Peter. I mean, you look at the size of that green. About 1/16 of the size of that green is where you can get an uphill putt at this hole. Just at the very front
1/16?
right corner.
There's a fraction from
Just
Raj.
not much room to work
That's
with.
what is that? 0.0625? Maybe something like that. 0.0612. It's a little mental math for everybody watching. Let's see if he can hit a cut in there. God, his swing's a little bit more laid
7
off.
iron starts out
That's
right.
right.
a
That's
little
the
bit,
same shot
and
that
it's
Justin
hanging
Rose just
over there,
hit.
going to miss right.
Yeah, it's the exact same shot that Justin Rose just
Just
hit.
feel as they turn to the backside, a lot of these guys are kind of starting to maybe feel deflated a little bit as we go to 14.
Let's see
Man,
if
life was
Dustin
so much
Johnson
better in
can get this up
2018
and
why?
down.
Because we had Dustin Johnson and we had David
Okay.
Faraday asking if we can get it up and down.
He's up and out of that one pretty quickly.
It's like sounds like he's
Go
saying
back to
Dan.
11.
Up and down.
Tiger now, after watching
Tiger now.
Rory miss it to the right. Roger got to be thinking, just put it in the middle
just
of
the
the green, left of that
electricity on this.
flag.
Because remember, this is before the Masters.
Well,
This is all
agreed. He's
before
got
the
a 7
Masters.
iron as well.
Augusta hadn't happened yet.
Well,
This
just
was
went
the
wrong.
mountaintop.
Left of the hole, that's
This
the
was
safer
everything.
shot to play and then have that fast putt.
Chase says a great way to watch would be
You're
that
just
BMW
taking
event where Bryson and Cantlay went back and
chance
forth. We'll
trying
do
to
it
get it
next
underneath the hole,
maybe next
missing the
Wednesday.
green
Why
over there
not?
on the right, making things a little more
We're
difficult
gonna
anyway.
rewatchables, baby. Call me Bill Simmons. Oh, that's a classic Tiger Woods shot. Started in the middle of the green.
Yeah, this
So
is
he's not even
left at the
watching
hole
it.
at the center of the
He's
green.
not even watching it.
Aging veteran. The veteran with a smart
That's
shot.
class. That is
That's
class
gonna be a
right
quick
there from
putt.
Tiger Woods.
And he's going to lag that right down there.
Well, the golf here obviously gets most of the
All
headline.
right, we're gonna skip this little. No disrespect. I think it's a great mission what they're doing with the Tour Championship. We're gonna skip this.
And watching.
We're going to 11.
from
I
their
remember
home
this
down
hole
in
because
Florida,
Garrett
not
Clark,
here
I
this
think,
week,
hit
but,
2 out of bounds on
all
this
of us
hole.
thinking about
Where Justin
his
Rose is about to tee
incredible
off.
efforts to turn this community around and other communities across the country. Out to 12.
4 playoff events in 4 weeks was kind of sick.
Justin Rose off the tee here at the short par
Ooh,
4.
a little leg kick
And
from
if you
Rosie.
hit the fairway, it becomes a birdie hole.
His ball striking was just so solid
And he's
in this
done it.
period.
That's just
Him
the
and
third
Sean
fairway
Foley.
he's hit all day, John.
One of the
So
great Sean Foley swings.
good position there. We go back to 11.
Rory's got to
Roger,
go
this
upstairs
is the
here.
same shot we saw Justin Rose and the group ahead have. This is not easy.
No, there's just not much green to work with here. Ball settled down slightly, and
Oh,
how
out of
does
this
it come
Bermuda?
Out of the rough? What kind of speed does it have?
He won this and then had a
Just,
nightmare Ryder
you
Cup.
don't
You guys
wanna
are sick
pitch
of
it
those
past the
Alistair
hole
Smith.
because you know you're leaving yourself that
Oh,
speedy
Tiger.
one coming
Oh, yeah,
back,
he was
so
dead. I thought you were talking about
Gotta be
Rose. I was
very
like,
exact
we got
here.
killed. Oh, what a shot.
That's lovely.
Oh, in the hole.
Lovely.
I'm just clapping.
Oh, that is incredible.
Yeah, Tiger. He won
took
this.
a
And then
chance.
this was the
Big
Ryder Cup was
high
the next
flop
week, which is
shot.
crazy. Imagine if
And
the
he hit
Ryder
it
Cup was the
perfectly.
week after the Tour Championship. It was a whole month now. This is back. I'm sure this was in
He knows it.
September. Yeah, this is back before they changed the schedule. Why the Ryder Cup the week after four
Yeah, it looks like
four
he's gonna
straight
clean that
events?
up.
I think it was the week after,
Short
wasn't it?
enough to do that,
4
but
straight
when you
playoff
play with
events
Tiger,
in the
you do wanna
heat in the
finish
United
out because
States, going right
you've got a
into
short putt left
the
and
2018 Ryder
Tiger
Cup. We
puts
never had a chance.
You
Tiger
know
was
you're
a
gonna
dead man. He was
be amidst
sleepwalking the
chaos,
entire week.
People moving to the next tee. There's noise. There's movement.
Tom says golf is still popular, but not
it's
nuts.
wise to
And with packed tee sheets like now, Tiger
get
was
it up
playing
there,
well.
putt it in,
It wasn't a
and move
worldwide
on.
pandemic and biggest
Leave the
transfer of wealth in
stage to
history. I
Tiger.
was really with you until that last sentence. We don't do politics here.
To 15.
Also,
And
the
Justin
scoreboards and
Johnson
general graphics started to get better in the
off
late
the tee
2010s.
after
Up until then,
coming
it was
off
looking like
his only
Nintendo's.
bogey
Yeah,
at 14
this is
to
still pretty
drop
good, even though
5
no
under,
tracker
so
there is
he's
not
2
sick.
back of
Don't
Rose
like
and
that.
Herschel, who are in that tie for second.
Ooh, dark.
Look at this shot
What a
by
shot.
DJ. Chance to
What
get
a
that
shot
shot
from
right
Dustin
back.
Johnson. What's up, Ricky Aguirre? Scratch have any job opportunities? I don't think so, Harrison. Not right now. Check the website though. But
9
if we
under
do,
par.
Harrison, you will
on
be
these holes,
top of
15
mind.
through 18. So
I'm enjoying this, guys.
Dustin's gotten it done.
Pour a
late here.
cocktail. I wish I had a
Maybe he can Do
cocktail.
it again. Make a little run here.
You just sit and chill and watch,
Back
talk
at
about
11,
golf,
Joey
watch
LaCava.
Tiger.
Final instructions to Tiger. Wonder what those instructions were, Roger.
Yeah, just one of those defensive putts that East Lake offers. You know, you're just trying to cruise it down there.
I'm excited. I'm interested to see what they do with the course setup, guys, with Eastlake this year. Because one of the things they talked about, you know, they changed the format, and whoever wins the Tour Championship wins the no starting strokes. But they also said they're going to make it really hard. And Eastlake, I think, is a hard layout with the if you get the rough up, the Bermuda rough up. I think it's going to be like an even. I think it's going to be the mini U.S. Open. Man, that thing is rapido. All right. We can skip ahead a little bit here. We don't need to see that little tap in par. He's in. Let's go to Rose in the fairway.
12-yard second shot up the hill. Not a hard hole location.
I've never played Eastlake. There's a couple
It's
golf
down.
courses that I've been to a gazillion
Not a
times
good shot.
because
That's a good,
of my job
25 feet
and never
past.
played.
That'll
And so I
leave a
feel like I
very
know them.
speedy downhill
From
putt.
Muirfield Village is one of those
All right,
courses.
let's take a breath. Remind you that this
TPC
Tour Championship
Sawgrass
is
is
brought
one
to
of
you
those
by
courses.
proud
Eastlake is one of
partners,
those courses.
Southern
I've never played
Company,
them.
the
TPC
official
River
energy
Highlands.
partner of
Never
the
played
PGA
it.
Tour. And
Where the
Coca-Cola,
TPC
enjoy
Scottsdale.
with a
Never
Coke.
played it. I got a lot of courses to play. I love they took away starting
Back
strokes.
up to the 12th.
Yeah, it's like a true playoff
Roy
style. I mean, whoever
on
gets
the
to the
tee.
final, if you get to the final, it starts clean. Rory driving iron. Excited to watch this one.
Took his 5-wood out of the bag after the first and second rounds. Put this 2-iron in.
I like. Oh,
specifically for this
we love a
tee shot, he
mid-tournament
told me
club switch.
yesterday.
I feel like that shouldn't be allowed. I feel like you should have to start and end a tournament with the same ones.
And the reason why is he
Oh,
was
left.
3 over par
get
on this
left.
hole in the first 2 days.
That's up to right.
And Tiger
Ooh,
has
there you go.
played
Yeah, like
in
if you get that,
3
see how it
under
just
par
sinks to the
for
bottom
each
because there's no density in that Bermuda rough. They row that another
round.
couple inches, which I really do think they're going to do. It's going to play really, really difficult.
And Roger, a big
I watched
part of
this
the
last
reason why
night, and Tiger won
Woods
this
has
tournament on the
lead
first hole.
that he
Yeah,
has.
we actually
Leads
should
the
have
field
the
in
first
par
hole.
4
It's a great
scoring.
shout,
This
Mene,
week he's
Mini. I don't know how to pronounce it,
7
but
under par on the par
pimp
fours
steps the first. I remember
par
that.
70 golf
I remember
course,
that. Just
course, the
piped,
12 par
piped a
4, so-
power fade down the center. Perfect three perfect shot birdie on the
good
first,
play.
and he was off and running.
It all
You know, even
starts
with his
this
comeback, he
shot,
never
doesn't
really
it?
had the stinger.
In
It
the
was always
fairway.
he never
He's
had
hit
the
the
driving
fairway
iron really. Maybe for
each
the
round
Open, but
so
it was a
far
lot of
here,
this,
12.
a lot of these fairway woods. Looks like it starts left. He loves it.
Starts it
Quick
up
tee
to
pickup,
left to hit the
cut down the
cut.
center. He's
And
firing
this
me
looks
up.
pretty good.
He's
Cut
firing me up.
right in the middle.
No, I just messed up big time, guys. I went to the wrong place. We're fine though. We're just gonna skip ahead a little bit. No, you don't see as many driving irons now. It's because the
problems
fairway
there.
woods are so good.
We got
Everyone's got
18.
7 woods,
This was
5 woods,
earlier,
7
Gary,
woods
the
now.
fourth
The
for
5
Patton
woods and the 7
Kazire.
woods used to spin so much. You
Finishing
guys
up.
hated hitting them off
down
the
the
tees.
flow here. Got to put
It's
it
not a
up
problem
the hill
now.
and across to the right.
Tiger was so much better lean, way too bulky now. You gotta stay lean. I don't know if he can stay lean. You know what's a great way to stay lean? Just to move around them.
Finish the week.
You know? Do a little cardio. He probably lost
What a
5
season it's
pounds
been
of
for
sweat
Kazire.
every
Those
single
two
time he played
early
golf. He
wins
doesn't play
at the
golf anymore.
Sony,
All he
one
does
in
is bench
Mexico,
press.
and he earned his way in here, although he didn't keep up quite that pace that he set at the beginning of the
Justin
year.
Rose looks skinny too. I don't know. Does Justin Rose look skinny too, or does everyone look skinny?
Birdie putt here for Rose.
Is that just how this works? Like I said, do people just get bulkier?
Creep and creep toward the hole.
Looking pretty good.
Oh,
Those are fast. Those are
Need to
glassy.
creep a little more.
yeah.
Rose is such a thespian with his reactions. It's always,
Imagine you could leave it short.
I love it. So much
Tiger Woods is
drama on his face.
42 years old and trying to close out PGA Tour victory number 80.
Number 80.
Tom
Got two
Brady
more after
in
this.
his 40s.
Let's not. We're not going to do
any.
any. We're not going to do any Zozo erasure. We're gonna skip ahead a little. Ooh, we get some highlights of Tiger early in the week. Hell yeah!
Title.
Oh, because he was dialed Saturday,
He's with
Friday,
Warner,
Saturday. He played
Justin
money
Rose,
to
back
get this
12.
lead.
Now
So we're gonna
Tiger
see some of
walks
those
up the
highlights.
fairway. We mentioned he had birdied this hole each of the first 3 rounds, and
Oh, you know when you play a
were
golf
those approach shots
tournament, 4 rounds, and you
One,
birdie a hole 3 times. That
98
hole's officially
yards,
a pitch. That's what
within
happens.
about 4 feet.
So the 11th hole at
A
East Lake.
2.
Tiger's little
This
friend.
was impressive, John. The hole cut back on that little shelf, back left portion of the green.
How about the
Very
distance
few
control?
players had hit it
How about the
close.
distance control of Tiger in this era?
4 feet 7 inches.
In this little stretch right here.
And then
I
with
bet
the
you this
pin
is
in the very
perfect.
back
Oh, the
right
soft
portion
arms.
of the green yesterday.
The little scoring iron,
Played a
soft
little
finish.
cut in there with a pitching
Oh,
wedge to
darts.
within 7 feet of the
Curving
hole.
it to the back
Lead
right
that one.
pin.
All those swings look very similar, just the same amount of follow through. Keeps hitting the fairway with that little cut. That's been the reason why he's doing so well in this part of the season. Just able to hit those low cuts or cuts out there.
Low cuts, and he still
get it
had a
in
lot
the
of
short
speed.
grass, not worrying about
I think
guys
that
out-driving him.
shot is really hard for him now because that low cut requires so much rotation. You got to get to that left side, really, really strong club face, and I think I don't think he can do it anymore. I just don't think he can push off that right. I think there's a little hanging back. I don't think he can get off the right leg the same way.
Maybe a little more help. Yeah, exactly. Straight down right now. It feels it. Yeah, shade off the left. More help than anything. You got it.
Well, sand wedge here, 121 up the hill, and
121 up
this
the
is
hill,
one you're
sand
just
wedge,
playing
hot, and
front
he's
edge
flushing.
yardage, aren't you? Only on
You can tell he's
4
set up for the
paces
cut
this
again.
time. Needs to get down just a touch.
This hole, man. This is Tiger Woods' hole right
Slightly
here.
past the hole, but beautifully played. All right, McIlroy
Rory,
from the rough.
not gonna spin
appears
from
to be
here.
okay, but still a much more difficult shot, Raj.
Yeah, just got into the primary.
I miss Johnny
rough,
Miller
and
too, man.
92
It was kind of sad. I
yards,
mean, it was
but,
nice seeing him in the
you know,
booth at Oakmont, but it was
You would
he
think
you could tell he
must
slowed
right
down.
in front of the green
He's up
better
near
than
80.
hitting it 15 or
He's a
20
legend
feet
of the game.
past the hole.
A proper legend of the game. Let's see if Rory can get any spin from here.
Well, that's
Yeah.
going to be speedy there.
Carried a little too
Yes,
far.
it will. Straight down the hill. Let's take another look at this. I mean, just
It's just
perfect.
so flush.
Right on the back of
That, I
the
feel like
ball,
that's in one of those
down through.
compilations. You know,
Take a look
Tiger
from
flush and
above.
Tiger Day. He doesn't take divots. He must not have been flushing it this day. Sorry, I said he was flushing it, but I just saw a divot.
The distance
No, I don't think Tiger will
extremely
win
well.
again. Alistair
A lot
Smith
of
on the Champions Tour.
Soft
I think
arm
he'll win.
shots,
Probably a
John,
bunch of
with
times.
those
He can
wedges.
take a
Not trying
card
to
in
hit him
3
too
rounds.
hard.
Yeah, he's swinging across
I just
the
don't
ball
know
to
that
the
he can
left
he
on
can walk.
purpose and,
It's just too
keeping the
physical.
ball
I just don't know if
down
he can do
and
it.
putting nice
Like he's
spin
coming
on
off
it.
Achilles
Man, how many
surgery.
times has he talked
Did
about
look.
it,
Did look.
Gary
It
and
was nice to
Johnny?
see him
It's
up
the
with
new
Fred
body,
Ridley.
the new feels. He
The
had
new
to
body.
adjust to it.
He
was
played
in
19
contention,
times.
obviously, earlier this
I'm
year.
gonna show this again.
But
Look how
he
many
says
times
the way
he
he
played
was at the
this
Valspar
year.
in Tampa.
That's
is
what
just
everyone
light
forgets.
years to where he is now, just
Like,
getting used to the kinds of swings.
Even when he
can
came
make with
back
his,
after the back
body
surgery, it
and the
wasn't just
fusion
all of a sudden
surgery
he
that he
flicked
had.
on a
So
switch and 1
it's
week was
been,
able
as
to
he
beat
would
the best
say,
players
and
in
I
the
know
world. It
gets
was a
worn out,
steady progression.
process, but
Look at how many like random
Well, and he's
finishes there are
adapted
there.
his equipment
T55
as
in the
well.
Wells Fargo,
And,
T23 in the Memorial. He played at
Messed
Bridge.
around
He
with the
played at
driver
Firestone.
quite a bit
He was played
earlier
everywhere
in the
that
year and finally settled on a
I think he
loft
will
on the
play on the
driver and
Champions
a
Tour.
shaft that
Swamp
he
Fox
feels
says
like he
Tiger's
doesn't have to
done on
swing
the
as
tour, so
hard
does
to still
Chase-
get the
so does
ball out
Chase
there the
S.
distance.
I
that,
think he will
is
play the
far
Champions
enough.
Tour.
You know,
I think
he's
Tiger's a
super
golf
talented, Gary,
sicko,
but he puts in
just
the
like
work,
us. I
you
think he's
know.
probably
He
watching right
puts
now.
in hard
And I
work
think
putting,
I think that
the little
his
shots around
favorite
the
thing
green,
to do in the
you know,
world
hitting all the shots
is play
out
golf
on
tournaments.
the range, you know, cuts
So
and
I would not be surprised at all.
draws
And he
all
can,
kinds
you know,
of
what else
different
can he do?
shots, so he's got a complete
Charlie will be off
player,
at
you know.
college.
That's the one
Guys,
thing.
I'm
Some
so
guys
curious, by the
are
way.
really good just hitting
See
nothing
where
but
Charlie
cuts
goes.
or nothing but hooks.
I feel like we're
So
gonna
he'll
get that
hit the
kinda
shot
soon.
that is supposed to be hit, and
Maybe,
he works
you know,
on it. So
does
he's
he
got an
commit or does
advantage
he
in a lot of
make
ways.
it? Does he draw it
Once
out?
he gets his confidence going of winning,
You know?
there's a difference between confidence and confidence of winning.
Charlie and Miles
This
Russell.
will go a long
Where do they
ways
go to
for
college?
Tiger.
I feel like Charlie's
Today,
gonna
if
go
he
to
can
Florida.
pull it in, pull
As
it
much as I
out.
loved watching him
Well,
for
he
years,
said
I'm
that
really enjoying the
before
more
publicly,
social
Johnny.
he
He
is
says
now.
they
So
may
Swamp
beat me,
Fox,
but
yeah, I
they're
just
not
missed the
gonna
golf
outwork
issues.
me.
Jeremiah Johnson said there's just
He
something about
makes
Sunday
that
Red
a
that
real
can't touch
point.
that OG Nike Red with the Tiger Woods cap. I mean, this is he did all his winning in
Rory's
these
downhill.
clothes.
Go a little to his red and quick.
I don't at Stanford. I don't see him going to Stanford. I don't know. I just don't see it. They're down a little. Like they're not as good as they used to be. Obviously, you know. And if we're talking about,
Just
he's always going to be
continues
compared to
trickle on
Tiger in any
We go to
circumstances.
15.
Billy
Once he chose
Horschel,
this golf
tied
life.
for
Oh my
second,
gosh,
5
Billy,
back
what
at
are those
7 under
pants,
with
dude?
Justin Rose.
What are Billy in the PXG era too?
Tiny target, long par 3, 226, and he likes it. Not asking for it to do anything, but
Tom says if he
right
doesn't go to
at it.
Stanford, he's
These
staying
are
in Florida.
terrific shots.
Were we in
Dustin
hair dye
Johnson's
Rory here?
shot,
No,
this shot.
no, says Tony George Johnson. Rory's wearing hair dye.
Marshall's
No,
playing
it's
well
before he
today.
got
2 under,
grabbed.
might go on 3 under.
Yep, not a
7
lot of
years
birdies
ago.
at
It's a long
15
time
today.
ago.
We just saw one with Dustin Johnson. In fact,
Look,
just
Tiger
3
not even-
birdies at
No, Tiger has no
15th,
problem
which,
walking, no problem
looms
bending down.
just ahead for Tiger and company.
Marshall
Low the
minus
volume of the
7.
broadcast.
He's tied
Okay,
with
I can do that.
Rose for 2nd place in the Tour Championship.
Is that better, guys?
Roger,
Good
even
shout.
though,
Juan Pablo
putt here
asked me to
12,
lower. Is that too
overly
low?
long, just
Move it up
over
to
8
there.
feet,
That's a good
not an
shout.
easy one.
This is the first time we're doing this. We're going to do this a lot. This is the first time we're doing it. Oklahoma State or Vandy, says Chase S. Nah, I see him staying in Florida. I think in Florida, maybe Florida State.
Very quick.
I don't know. Florida, maybe it's because I went to Florida most recently, and it's just an incredible facility, and Coach Deacon is sick, and I love those guys. Maybe that's why, but I think it's going to be Florida.
Move from there into the hole.
All right, Tiger, let's see if you can get this one to drop. Oh, that was tentative. That was also a very late crouch from Tiger. That putt had already missed before he crouched. That's a good volume. Okay, we're in a good spot now. Let's skip ahead a little. Oh, you want to see this interview? Nah, we don't need to see this interview.
Continuing pain that he said he couldn't even get out of bed.
Nipple
couldn't
hair
even
louder.
stand up.
Chris Neubauer said
Everybody that
nipple
knows
hair
him knows what he
louder.
went through,
I
and
think that means a little
that
bit louder.
surgery
I've
performed
never
back in April of
heard
2017.
anyone say nipple hair
His
to
fourth
note something
surgical
small. But
procedure on that back
nipple
in the
hair
previous
is small.
3 years.
I'm a Silver Fox Rory fan, but I have a feeling he dyed it for a little. Says Tony.
Justin
Says Tony.
Rose
That's
off the first
that's
cut.
quite the accusation.
Sort of a cautious.
This is the only time Tiger won wearing an undershirt.
Back right hole location.
Are you sure? He won a lot.
And up to
You're
16.
confident saying
Justin
80,
Johnson has missed the fairway
82
left.
wins? None of them
Tree
came with an
trouble.
undershirt? Ooh, that was like a top
Saw that
almost.
ball
That was a
dive out
Bermuda
of
rough
there.
special. That's a shot we're going to see a
Put it in
lot
that
of this year at the
bunker
Tour
we saw
Championship, I
Tiger
think.
in earlier in the week.
A crap ton
Not
of
a
eyes
good
will be on
spot.
Charlie.
Oh, that's about a
Crap ton of eyes are going to be on him no matter what. And he won a
Bunker
big
shot up over
AJGA
another
event.
bunker.
He's the real deal.
Go
And he
to
qualified
15.
for the
Big
Junior Am.
birdie
He's
putt for Billy
doing
Horschel.
exactly what he should.
Hits down on his putt. See how he plays it back in his stance and hits down, almost takes a little brush.
Horschel just center cuts
Billy looks young.
to get to
Billy looks
8
really
under
young.
into solo
RLX,
second.
he's still wearing the RLX, but he's
So
not, I
that
think he's a
takes
Titleist guy now,
Rose
isn't he?
to solo third.
Yeah, Tiger-
And
is that the
things
M3, the
beginning to
M2?
shake out here. We've still got 3 holes for
Meany
Horschel.
says he's not confident in his
5
statement.
more
You
for
can't say this is
Tiger.
the
He's
only
teed it up here
time.
at 13.
You can't say, I think this is the only time Tiger won with an undershirt. You can't say this is, and if you don't know. Might be the last time DJ cared
Sets up
about
golf for the
golf.
cut.
He
He's
won
been
the
hitting
major.
the
Look how
hardest
he
fairway
looks
to hit.
so
He does
athletic
a
with that
twirl,
swing.
and that means
168 ball speed's pretty down though.
Yeah, that's the tee shots today.
That's like a little squeezer.
Absolutely, he's played it like he's playing.
But
with his friends
168
back
is like,
home for no
if you
money.
saw that today,
These tee
that's
shots
really,
were
really, really
some of
slow.
the
That's like one of the
shots that
slowest on
prevented him
tour.
from winning.
Even
I mean,
Tiger,
we
like,
saw it
despite
at
him
Big
playing
Hill
so
where he
ass,
hit it
like
up
when
to
he played
60. I mean,
recently,
it's just been
it was still like 177,
one of those
178
kinds of
ball speed,
moments. It's
M3.
just been absolute.
Chris Neubauer misses
Pretty
seeing
much for the
DJ on
most
the
part
board. So
control.
do I, man. So do I.
Matsuyama
D.
for eagle at the
I feel like it's always
18th.
D. Dot Johnson. In my head, it's D. Dot Johnson. I think it's to differentiate from Zach Johnson. But you know what I'm saying? Like I just miss seeing that D. Johnson on
Even
the
with a bogey at the
leaderboard.
last 17. So that's going to be a birdie finish for Hideki Matsuyama. And a
Nice work, Hideki.
final
Hideki's
round
ageless, by the way.
65.
Hideki is
that
looked the
matches
same, I
Fowler
feel like, since he was a
in his
20-year-old amateur.
65 best
If I told you that was
so
Hideki
far.
yesterday, you would have no idea. It's a hot squeezer cut, says
It's good
Thomas. A
to
hot
see this
squeezer
guy,
cut.
Johnny, kinda
Tiger's 1-0 in the undershirt, Chase says.
Yeah,
He
that's-
probably was wearing it
that's
because
really
he was
good
sweating
round,
so
like you
much
say,
that
with
year.
Fowler. When you
Was he not
do
wearing
it
an
in the
undershirt at
finishing
Bell
round,
Reeve when he
that's
lost
why
to
says the best round of the
Brooks?
week.
Maybe that was the problem, is that he
Playing
wasn't
there
wearing an
with Tom
undershirt.
finishing up.
Oh my God! Look at that! Look at
Under
Justin Rose with the
two
goatee
around
behind him
Rose
in the
over 13
shot link graphic.
for birdie.
When did Justin Rose have that goatee?
Just nothing really too exciting about his round. He's a couple over par.
Wow, look at that. It's still tucked. Did you guys see that? Wait, I'm gonna go
16.
back there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
Justin
back there
with
for a
his-
second. This is some tour sauce right here. So Justin Rose tucks his
Rose
shirt
over 13.
to keep his elbow tucked whenever when he's putting. Watch as he walks through here, instead of untucking the shirt, and I don't know if it's
Nothing
just
really
super
too
hot.
exciting about
That
his
shirt
round.
is
He's
still
a couple
tucked.
over par.
That is some
the
tour
day.
shit right there.
Back to 16.
Yeah,
Brutal
Dustin
shot for
with his
DJ coming
third
up here.
shot, trying to hit a big high blast. He's got the strength to do it if he catches it cleanly. Oh, what a shot!
What a golf shot.
It takes guts to hit that shot.
It sure does.
It sure
To me,
does.
he maybe
Gary
took
Koch.
a pitching wedge or a 9-iron there. See, it doesn't look like a sand
DJ,
wedge.
man,
Yeah, that is
you
the
see how
hardest
much
shot in
head
golf,
movement he
folks,
has when
right
he
there. If
walks?
you hit it thin, it airmails the gallery behind the green.
This is so much fun. I'm having way too much fun doing
If
this.
he does that, now he's got this putt for a par.
Yeah, DJ's really grinding. Look at DJ looking at it from the low side. Effort out of DJ. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. This is locked in, DJ. Remember, late 90s Tiger had a full-length button Nike Polo wild fit. Tiger's old fits are better than his new fits, I think. Rose with the goatee looks so good. Hideki's pant cut is the exact same today. Look, trends come and go. Style is permanent. Class, you know, the classics you can come back to all the time.
And early in championships, and just nothing ever seems to phase him.
Yeah, nothing bothers this guy.
Left hand low.
Cross-handed this week.
Just a random. I'm gonna go cross-handed. How many times do you think he's switched the grip since then? How's that for a par save?
How about that up in front?
Gary's on the same page.
From that cross bunker, 60 yards short of the green. Over 14.
Justin Rose on the tee. The 14th is 536 yards, par 4. All the way
And they're
down
not they're not
hill.
using the back tee
Gotta hit
though,
this
unless
Absolutely,
I'm being
he
lied
does,
to.
David, and then this is one of the toughest driving holes on the golf course here. Hard to
DJ
find some
timeless as well.
definition out
Swing
there
is the
to aim
same.
at. See
It's
Justin
not quite
aiming
the same
down
though, is it?
left
Because
edge,
the
looking
results
to hit
aren't
a
the
peeler
same.
here.
Hideki boot Katsuyama says to him. Yeah, he goes Sunday yellow now. Hideki, that's a good shout. I didn't realize that.
At all.
Guys, DJ has cared since then. DJ was #1 player in the world in 2020. This is a joke based on the recency. But yes, DJ went 5-0 at Whistling
He
Straits.
doesn't have his A game going on right now. And yesterday
DJ was
really
#1 player in the world in
either.
2020. Here's teed up.
From the fairway at 13.
I used to just get so excited when he would come on the screen. Look at the crowd.
Sets up great
Look
for
at
a
the crowd
fade.
watching him.
Hole cut on
Little
the
squeezer.
right.
This little back foot squeezer, just right at it.
And he sets up right
Goat.
below the hole for another good
Goat.
look. And another
Let's jump ahead a little. We got Billy. Let's watch this bunker shot. Oh, Billy! Come on, Billy. 7 years on, you're not going to like the way that looks, Billy.
With that shot.
I don't think that'll be part of this club commercial.
He's had a heck of a run in these playoffs.
Johnny's so good.
Withdrew
Johnny
from the
Miller's
Dell
so good.
with a sinus
Billy.
infection, and
Do you think Billy remembers that?
former champion here back in 2014 when he also won the FedEx Cup, but he has his work cut out now to save par. Yeah, that's what you do, Billy, when you got the ball up against the lip. You got to try to lift it up in the air.
And they're trying to lift Tiger all the way to the house and be.
I'm really enjoying getting to skip ahead too. We miss all the dead time. You guys are trusting me here to skip ahead. This isn't bothering you too much, I hope. At least it wasn't an Oakmont locker, says Jeremiah Johnson. He apologized. It's all good now. He apologized. We're moving on. Beautiful speed there from Mr. McElroy.
It's a good try. But Rose and Rory haven't made a lot of putts today.
Kieran Green says, "Come on, Tiger.
Justin
I got good
Thomas's
news
third
for you."
shot.
I liked those old
Par 5, 18.
polo fits JT had with the
Green
4-button
last year
collar.
where he Accepted the FedEx
Oh, these guys are
Cup
putting on
trophy.
a bunker
good
clinic
shot.
out there.
It's a long bunker shot down there, and deep bunker.
And
Yeah,
at
Billy is a
minimum,
genuinely good dude. He's been on the show a couple times.
two-way tie
He's
to
making a really
70
nice
to have a
donation to
chance
my
at
charity event,
defending
which is
that
under
FedEx
1
Cup
month from
title,
today.
something that still
We love Billy.
hasn't been done in its 12 years. In fact, Tiger is the only two-time winner of this FedEx Cup. As he looks
before
to
Rory
bury another
started
birdie
eating.
here at 13 to
Should watch Tiger's top
stretch
10
the
best shots
lead
of all time
back
after
to
this.
5.
Unreal what he can do with a golf ball. Yeah, guys, we have access to the PGA Tour archive, so we can really have some fun with this stuff. We could rewatch a bunch of things. And guess what? We're gonna.
Yeah, he's been putting the ball sort of like a Ben Hogan type of situation where he's got the easier putts most of the holes, huh, Roger?
Yeah, Ben
he
Hogan.
positioned the ball beautifully.
Scott Fawcett
He
before Scott
really
Fawcett.
has. I think that's one of
Ben
the
Hogan.
reasons, you know, he's made all those feet worth of putts every day.
Speaking of great comebacks, Ben Hogan.
Walked it in. Walked it in. Thank you. Hand up. Thank you. Yep. Tournament's over. Tournament's over.
Putt from not much break. Just twirl that putter.
In the hill, the ball stays in the air for that, you know, maybe a second longer.
Being born in 2000, Kieran Green, you're young. I was never there to see his greatness. You don't remember 2008? Were you too young for 2008 U.S. Open, Kieran?
See, it drops 33 feet.
I was 13.
Down to there.
So that was right when I was falling in love with the game.
Really a very narrow fairway for such a long hole. Just 26 yards there. And another 17 feet down the hill. And this flag today in the back right.
This is an interesting view. I feel like we don't see that much
He
of
has driven it in this fairway each of
kind of the
first three
face-on
rounds.
view from the. I think that's from the tower on 18. And then the zoom out. Yeah, this was back when a lot of golf shots was just you see a ball in the air and you have no idea. God, he had that cut dial, didn't he?
Amazing the difference a year can make with the driver.
Yeah.
Start of the season.
Let's see what time. I'm going to look at what
Couldn't find
Tiger
it.
was strokes
Barely
gained
missed a
off the
fairway.
tee
And
that year.
long.
Tiger Woods, 2018
Drinks about a
stats.
gallon around.
Drinks about a gallon around.
At number 16, David, yeah, Billy Horschel
2018
was
Tiger
in second
was
place, 5 behind
5th in
Tiger
strokes gained
with
total.
his third.
He was wow, interesting.
Great par
I was
to
wrong.
stay 5 back, and hits
He was
it at the end.
100th in strokes gained off the tee. Still in the positive, but he was 3rd in strokes gained approach and 11th in strokes gained around the green. 48th in
And
strokes
Webb
gained
Simpson
putting.
for birdie
Webb
at
Simpson
18.
Tour Championship staple back in the day.
Capping off a great year.
Another great year. Webb was really good in the Ryder Cup. He was one of the only guys who actually showed up at the Ryder Cup. I remember that. He had the hybrid. He was nasty with that hybrid because it was really tight and narrow. There's Paul Tesori, by the way.
Season-long FedEx
Webb
Cup
Simpson's
points
caddy back in
standings.
the day.
11th.
Now works for Tom Kim.
17.
Dustin Johnson. Just a moment ago, second shot. Eyes going up and down usually means it's online, and it was.
Let's jump ahead a little. JT makes his par. Let's see Rosie right here, trying to chop a little wood. Aaron Wise. You guys see that name? Aaron Wise. Paul Casey.
Xander
Gary
Schauffele
Woodland still kicking. Cameron
getting close
Smith.
to finishing up.
We had everybody.
He won this
We had
Tour
absolutely
championship
everybody.
last year.
Scotty going to win 50 events. 50?
That is Justin
I would put
Rose's
Scotty's over
third
under.
shot.
What is he at?
Had
Like
to punch
16
it
now,
out
I
from
think.
underneath the trees.
I'd put Scotty's over under at
No angle there.
30.5.
Rose
And I
is
know that
third on his
sounds
own
low, but
as we
guys,
speak, and that's
there's
not
so many
the
guys. I
usual
mean,
struggle.
there's no
Get that
guarantee
up
that
and
this
down.
continues. We
Yeah,
thought
Rose
Jason
getting
Day
the
was going to
thorns
probably win
today.
35 events. These runs, Scotty's run has lasted longer, I think, than basically
This doesn't
anyone's
look
since
great.
Tiger. But the Rorys, I mean, even JT's kind of, been on hold at, he's at 16, I think, also, something like that. Whatever happened to Aaron Wise, he had some mental struggles.
Oh, well, now there's a
Oh, wow, there's a lot of water bottles for that ball
golf
to
ball.
be right next to you. Well-hydrated golf ball. Aaron Wise,
So,
it took some time off. Yeah, he was he was a bright player. I think he was a
he waits
rookie of
for
the
a
year.
referee. We'll go to
Won the
17.
national championship
Huge
at
putt
Oregon.
now for Dustin
The individual
Johnson
national
with,
championship.
Justin Rose
I
in
think in the
trouble.
individual,
Remember,
maybe they won.
Johnson
I remember it was
has
at
to
Eugene
get
Country Club. It was
ahead
at
of
home.
Rose to have a chance to
How
win
much does
FedEx
Monster pay
Cup.
Tiger for the
He's
staff bag
birdied
placement?
7
Such an obnoxiously
should
large
be
logo.
first
And they also
round.
put a cutout of him like in every,
Just a little bit
Costco
of
around the
to
country.
right.
Just seen the notifications for this as Colton Summers. It'll be on. You can
Johnson
rewatch
has
it.
also made 2 birdies
Where does
and
DJ
an
rank in the
eagle
all-time
at
greats?
the
Above
18th.
Spieth, below Koepka. I think he's actually a better
So-
golfer than Koepka. It depends on how much you
Tied with
prioritize
Rose.
majors. Depends how
Rose
much
struggling
majors
back at 14.
are a factor in that conversation because Koepka has
Could get
5.
very interesting.
5 to 2 is not that close.
Remember DJ?
DJ's got way more wins,
Couple
but
of
5
years
versus
ago,
2, it's hard to
Gary
give
McIlroy
DJ the
taking
edge
FedEx
over
Cup
Koepka.
away from him.
He sure did. Who knows?
What
He
hole
may
are they
get
on,
it
Drew
back here
Yeagley? They're on
unexpectedly.
14 now, I think.
Hardly even mention his name.
What
for the
amateur
last
coming out,
little
Dan, do you
bit.
think could
Well,
be the
he's
next
kinda
it guy?
been
Jackson
just
Koiven.
kinda looming among
Jackson
Tiger
Koiven
Woods,
coming out of Auburn.
Justin Rose scenario.
That's the guy. Number 1 amateur in the world. I know it's not exactly a hot take. Another one who I think
remained intact,
is really, really good
we'll see.
is Ben James. I mean, I'm just saying the top amateurs, but like, I don't know. It's hard to. Those are the best players. But I think Koiven's the real deal. The way he putts, his putting is absolutely out of control. I feel like with the young guys, a lot of it, it's like, oh, he hits it really good. And Jackson does hit it good, don't get me wrong. But with Jackson, it's like his putting is insane. And that just kind of fires me up. I feel like that's going to win him tournaments.
I believe Justin Rose has got a much more difficult lie. You can see him.
It was sad Morgan
Big
Hoffman
right
with muscle
swing
dystrophy.
here,
Yeah,
play
it
this
was. I
like
wrote a
bunker
story
shot,
about that.
just
You guys should read it.
flop out.
What amateur coming? I remember Tiger win his 82nd at Zozo in Japan. I was there. I had tears in my eyes. I actually got to tell you guys a funny story about that.
This is really good.
Oh, that's a wonderful
So
shot.
I was at Sports Illustrated, and I'm
Wonderful
interviewing
shot. That'll be a
with Golf
bogey if
Digest
he can manage that.
to take. Okay, this is the summer of 2019, and I'm starting to date this girl who's a lawyer, or she's in law school, and she's in New York, and she was going into her final year of law school, and she's going to do a semester abroad, so like a law school semester abroad in Tokyo. She goes to Tokyo, and we're still talking. We're not officially dating because she's going to Tokyo.
Yep,
I'm
and
interviewing for this
Dustin
job
Johnson
with
is
Golf
trying to
Digest
a little bit as well
to
as
be
he
like the
takes
Tiger
aim
reporter.
for that big driver
Beautiful
at the
tee shot
par
from
five
DJ. To
18th
be the Tiger
down the
reporter,
hill
and
to
you know
left.
you're going to
Very
follow Tiger all
important
around
tee
the
shot
world,
for
and you
Can get it
know
in
all the
the
content
short
that he
grass
does with Golf
before he
Digest. You're
likes
going to
it.
write it. You're going to be there. You're going to get to know
That's
him.
way down there.
I'm like,
Takes
this
it
is
down
amazing.
slow.
I accept a job. They go, cool. You're going to Japan next week.
Well over 30.
So the very next week,
it's
I go to
good mode for
Japan.
DJ.
Ended up making it official with my now
Back at
wife,
the 14th
and
knockout, Stanley.
Tiger wins that week, and yeah, we were off and running.
helping
It's a really,
grain.
really fun memory, really fun time in my life.
This one out to the right and let the slope bring it.
Kyle
towards the hole.
Stanley.
Yeah, it's tough to make these. There's so much curl in them.
Sorry, that was a little personal story, but listen, that's what these Wednesday streams, that's what they're going to be about. Also, I don't like watching short putts, so we're not going to watch that many short putts.
Flag on the right.
Sitting down.
That ball's
there,
right at the
224.
bottom.
You have to take a
No
mighty
way. Is he
lash
going
at
to get this there? Joshua Beers, which is probably not your real last name. That's going to hit the tree, isn't it?
Caught some trees, knocked it
Yeah,
down.
That seemed like
Short
ambitious.
green, right at the
Joshua
bunker,
Beers
that's,
says, gun to head,
50, 60
will we
yards
see
short
live
of
and
the green.
PGA players
Ooh, that's ugly.
play together
Right
again
there.
with the next 5 years? Yes, absolutely. I
where
think
you
with
go.
Brian Rolap and Scott O'Neill now at the
Fantastic tee
helm,
shot here from Tiger.
you know, it's no longer Greg Norman and Jay
On the
Monahan.
part of
So
the
I think
fairway
there's new
that's
blood in that
level.
negotiation.
It's right on the top.
Shout out
of the
Japan.
little
That is
hill
exactly
here.
right. Shout out Japan
215
for
there.
for giving me the kick in the ass I needed to make it official.
Trying to play that high cut. Wow, what a pretty shot. What a pretty golf shot.
He is playing so well. This is so much fun to watch. Oh, Steve Sands in the studio. No disrespect, but we're not going to watch it. Xander Schauffele, young Xander Schauffele. I think he won the Tour Championship in 2017. I think they're going to say defending champion.
Go to 18.
And here is Xander Schauffele, the defending champion of the Tour Championship.
Yep.
Who had that dramatic win last year and shared the stage with Justin Thomas.
Hmm.
On his way to PGA Tour Rookie of the Year honors.
Xander back in the
Incredible year
Adidas
for
before
him
the
at one
Deschamps
point. He was
days.
kind of in the mix for a Ryder Cup captain's pick. But you are going to hear the name Xander Schauffele a lot down the road.
Yes, you are, Dan Hicks. See, how good is that?
A big
How
shot
good is
now
that? He
for
didn't get the
Justin
pick for the
Rose.
Ryder Cup, but this is Xander Schauffele. He's an
Over
up
at
and
the
coming
15th.
player. That's what these
Just
rewatches are all
fairways, what
about.
we need.
226 here, and this
How
is
many
as
Tour
visually
championships did Tiger
intimidating as
get?
a golf shot can
I'm not
possibly
sure. He
get,
won in
especially with
2007. He won in
$10 million on the
2018. I
line.
don't know.
Justin going with 6 irons.
Yeah, see,
Four.
this is $10 million on the line. He's
Tee shots
3
in the water
over,
so far today,
but
total
because of
11
the
for week.
FedEx Cup situation, he's basically trying to win his own tournament. Real last name? That's your Joshua. Your real last name is Beers.
26 yards, and it's
Uh,
a long par 3. with
Your
water
last name is
everywhere.
Beers.
Seems forever over that water. He's
Like
safely
plural?
aboard.
Those are tough shots. I mean, that's a lot of pressure trying to hit it in that little.
Deshaun
spot
Polos
there
are $400. Are
from
you
that
kidding me?
distance.
On the is that only on the Xander app, or is that in
So
stores
that was
as
an
well?
important one for Mr. Rose.
As we head back to 18, and a big shot for
Oh
Dustin
my God.
Johnson.
Oh my gosh, Alex Bush just sent me the most amazing tweet from this day. I got to show you guys this.
And he doesn't like it. Might be leaking right.
Look at this, guys.
Okay, that's a good thing. It kind of rolled down to the bunker.
I think it got to the bottom.
This was me, September 22nd,
Well, this is Rory and
2018.
his fourth shot. It
If
couldn't
you're not
get
watching
on the
NBC,
green.
you need to be watching NBC. Dude, everyone was
away from him
looking
from
back
here.
at old tweets is so
Should have
cringe, man.
enough
If you're not
time to
watching
work with,
NBC, was there anybody in the world who was looking at a Dan Rappaport tweet who wasn't watching Tiger Woods win the Tour Championship?
Just had a horrible day.
I think this was a Saturday, but like, Danny,
17.
people were watching NBC.
9 under.
What a
with
remarkable comeback this has
par
been, and what an
5 left to
exclamation point
play.
this would be. Man, 23-year-old Dan thought he was
John
winning a
down the
Pulitzer
hill,
with
a
that
little
tweet.
move, a little left. No.
Isn't there some Instagram chick named Madison Beers? Oh, you don't know Madison
He
Beers
was
is big time.
grinding. He's really motivated
She's
here
a
to
singer.
give himself the best
Go look
shot.
up Madison Beers. You won't be upset.
They could have made
How many
it,
likes on that
that's for
tweet? I
sure.
don't know. Alex would have to
Number
tell me that.
14.
That's hilarious, though.
And a good chance here, Roger.
Yeah, and as Johnny and I talked about in the last green, leaving in the right spot. I mean, I don't. see
Twitter
a
was
lot of
Twitter a
crazy
thing in
spot at all.
2018.
It's
Turn was
just
the thing in
following.
2018,
Yeah,
bro.
turn a little
Twitter was more of a thing then than it was now. My Instagram was private at this time. Instagram wasn't even a thought for my content. Golf Twitter was, this was the golden age of golf Twitter,
just
dude.
amazing. Leaving the ball below the hole, hitting the right parts of the fairway. It's been impressive from start to finish.
Yeah, he literally has, David, turned.
Oh, that looks like it was a good one. Sorry.
This to go 7 in front.
He had a putt to go up by 7. Oh, the pace is perfect. Man, he could have run away with this thing.
Who had it snatched away from him a couple of years ago.
Koepka had an amazing 2018. 25 likes, says Alex Bush.
I think he's just.
I was working on a
He's
Saturday,
really
Alex.
Okay with the backswing.
You're
and
trying to
the
talk
flat
shit?
Stance and
Prime
pick the club
Twitter
up
2013, 2019 says
lay it
bankroll
down
spreads
into the
exactly right.
sand 2
Javier,
inches
yeah,
behind
Koepka
the
did have it.
ball.
Koepka won the PGA and the United
A little
States
bit of
Open this
chunking
year.
run on it.
Prime Twitter was 2016 says Eric O'Keefe. Okay, similar.
Like
God, the
that.
bunker play we've seen so far on the stream has been
Leaves
fantastic.
himself underneath the
Oh,
hole. Well played.
Alex.
So you never know.
But
could that
you guys want to
be-
see an even
could
better
that
one?
be
You guys want to see an even better
$10
tweet
million putt?
from Dan?
I don't think he knows that though, right?
You guys, this one's really like you're gonna be happy that you got this
Take your
information.
chances and let
You guys
the
are gonna be
chips
really
fall.
happy that you got this information.
High above the water and that peninsula green at the 15th. One of the
Tigers
first
leading.
peninsula greens in the United
Tigers leading.
States. Surrounded there by.
You had no need for the PGA Tour app back in the day. Yeah, Dan. This is how I used to tweet. This is how I used to
Rose
tweet.
has landed safely.
No, was Thomas Player of the Year in
Forward
2018?
bones.
I got to think it was Brooks, but this is how I used to tweet.
I'll give him an
Tiger
A+
leading.
for
Great,
that
thanks for the
effort
update,
there after,
Dan.
having a very tough
Man,
finish
that was
there on
bad.
14 to step up on this tee and hit a quality 6-iron like that says a lot about this guy's character and backbone. And to be honest, right now,
Says a
he's
lot
got
about his
putt right now
character.
that's makeable. It's not one that you have to worry about it getting away
Bones,
from you.
Bones
It's right
loves
to
the
left
drama
green,
of
a little
golf.
bit
You
hurry.
know, Bones loves the Tigers
You know,
watching.
being a good
Bones loves
distraction.
the.
Just try to win the tour championship.
gives you the
and then
scene.
just see what happens with the whole FedEx Cup thing. Well, right now he's out of the tour championship, and you gotta believe, Bones, that he's thinking, I've got a chance at this $10 million. I've still got a chance at the FedEx Cup. So all of the pressure is solely on that endeavor now.
Absolutely.
JR. Got the old logo. Everyone's
They
got a
wanna come
logo
out of
these
this
days.
Empty-handed of both.
He's already part of him kicking himself for being 3 over at this point for the day.
We don't need to see short putts. We're anti-short putt because you can see it's a pretty binary. See, is this really? It's just not that cool to watch a putt go in. It's basically like watching someone flip a coin, especially if there's no worm cam.
See if that ends up being the difference.
Ow,
So
ow, ow, ow,
par
ow,
for
ow.
Dustin at 18, and now the big shot we've been talking all day
Guys, it's a
about for Tiger.
legitimate shiner on my head.
Well, last super critical shot he's got.
Captain Obvious, says Eric O'Keefe.
6
Tiger's leading, by the way, guys.
This will show you
226. This is a
something
scary
so they can pull
freaking
a
shot. Every time I see this hole, I forget how scary this shot is. Ooh, that's bleeding, isn't it?
Looks pretty good.
It's cutting.
Feeling a little
Ooh, yeah, I thought that was going to be close.
barely
Tiger getting all the breaks.
I thought it was inside.
Yeah, I just had an itch to watch some golf. I just wanted to watch Tiger. I miss Tiger, Travis. I'm a golf sicko. This is all I think about.
How close that is.
Alex Bush and I were talking. We were like, don't you miss watching Tiger? He was like, yeah. Oh, that thing. If that's shaved a little bit more, that goes in the water. They should shave that bank for the Tour Championship. This hole could be absolute carnage. This could be carnage in the Tour Championship this year.
Justin Rose on the tee.
Yeah, guys, I
with the
really
driver.
screwed up my head. I probably should be in protocol, honestly.
Back at 15.
I might not
Yeah,
remember
we
this
talked
stream
about
tomorrow.
his struggles
Tiger
today.
leading.
Coming into
Tiger
this
leading.
round today, he was number one.
Should get that
in the
tattooed.
field.
Tiger leading.
Greens and regulation. And
That'd
number
actually be a
2
decent
in
tattoo. I got a lot on my arm
fairways
now.
also.
That'd actually be a decent one. Just
An off
one
day for
Woods.
Justin Rose.
One Woods
From
minus.
Green.
3 out of 12.
What do you think, minus
fairways. That is
16?
like nuts, Peter.
Minus
Yeah,
18
that's
for a little
not
Jewish
the way he
numerology.
plays.
Nope.
Thanks, Eric. I appreciate it. He says this is awesome. Engaging content. I'm enjoying hanging out with you guys. This is going to be our Wednesday routine. Rosie don't like it. Ooh, kick it. Yeah, Rosie. Spicy Rosie. He wants his money.
Really bad shot.
They're showing a replay. We don't need to see the replay. They're showing everybody just gas up Mr. Woods. Let's watch Billy.
Music to his ears. 18, Horschel, big shot for him. Solo second.
How many times have you watched 2019 Masters, and why is it 24 times? I think I've only watched it once since.
Posing perfect balance. And that's why.
I mean, I've seen, the thing about 2019 Masters is like there's so much content surrounding it. Like I've seen documentaries, you know, I've seen when he did a little thing with CBS during the pandemic where they talked about it. So like I know how he played every single hole. I also remember it because I wrote the game story. I remember I got the assignment to write a story about Tiger that day, like whether he won or lost. And that was like a really big deal at the time. I was there at Sports Illustrated and there were like 4 or 5 other writers there. And I remember I was on the Tiger that day. And so I got to write the game story for the website, which was at the time a huge step in my career. Ryan Taylor says, this is the stream I've been waiting for. We're here, baby. Last round I watched end to end was Tiger versus Rocco. You don't watch golf as much? You don't like watching the boys? Ooh, that's short. Yeah, that's going to be a tester.
So a lot left for par. And a lot
Yeah, it's
still
got
on
a
the line here in the
222.
FedEx Cup battle.
And Justin
Dead.
Rose just chipping out from behind the tree.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a par putt here, Raj.
Yeah,
Did you have fun in
there.
Athens? Says Nick NCA
7
Esmo.
feet, just
Amazing
over 7
place.
feet.
I love that.
I think it's a
I'm
left
excited to
center's
watch
putt.
Buck now that he's a pro. Buck Brumlow. Yeah, Athens was great. Really, really, really good college town. We did Athens and Gainesville back-to-back days. Got pulled over on the drive between Athens and Gainesville. No ticket,
Players that were at the
but I got
top,
pulled over.
besides
Probably the
Tiger,
hottest I've
would
ever been
have
was
so
on the
much
side of that
trouble.
highway in
Number 1 and 2
southern
the
central
FedEx,
Georgia.
Position.
Begging for no
DeChambeau,
ticket, no
didn't do
ticket.
it. He did this week.
Keegan
He
for
had
sure
a
playing captain
great
now,
chance
right?
to
I mean, if the Ryder
win
Cup
it
was
all
tomorrow,
as
yes,
far
but
as the
as he
FedEx.
said on our show, we
So
had him on the
this
show. He
is,
said still 3 months away. Still 3
pretty
months
cool
away.
for Tiger Woods. They'd be in this position. He can make this putt and finish maybe 1 under from there on in.
Other than Adam Scott, who was a top 3 swing in golf.
Kudos to Eastlake, too,
It's such a
Johnny.
personal
I mean, he just
preference.
really put up a good defense.
Such
He
a
was been
personal preference.
prepared
Anthony Kim's
perfectly and really
like
giving these guys
original
a
swing,
test.
2008 is one of my absolute favorites. That just came to my mind.
And tough rough.
I mean, but for your category, it'd be like Louis Oosthuizen probably. I mean, Rory. As far as like picture perfect, all the positions. No one's really lighting it on fire.
Almost pushed. Just
Another bogey from Tiger. Let's see what Rosie does after that layup.
Second bogey in this back 9, falls to 12 under, and a big shot over at 16.
This is his third. And it's an accessible hole location.
It's such a bad dynamic with the 2 tournaments going on at once. I mean, we would all be fine with it because we're golf sickos, but it really is. You go back and watch, like, the starting strokes, whatever, it was still like 1 leaderboard. There's literally 2 golf tournaments going on at once, and they have to try to basically do calculus with you at every commercial break. No bueno. Good evening, playa. All love from New Mexico. What's up, Levi? Levi Levy. I think I'm going to Santa Fe with my wife's family in the fall. Never been to New Mexico.
26 feet.
Within a couple.
Billy's making a little bit of a run here.
I think he misread it.
Jason Day's swing is all time, especially with the wedge in his hands. I would say Jason Day's short game action is in the top 5 for me. But I don't know if I would say that his golf swing, he gave him some back issues. He had to change it. Pretty violent move. But yes, I agree. Like Jason Day's from 50 yards and in is probably my favorite to watch.
Horschel.
Watching this makes me sad, says Quinmo. We could have had a few more great Tiger years. Yep, I think his new goal is the U.S. Senior Open. We absolutely could have had a few more. I get very sad.
good place for him to.
He was in such good physical condition. That car accident, man, that damn car accident.
Has not been good today.
Rory 165 ball speed with 3-wood. Now it would be closer to 180. Amazing how much the ball speed has changed in like 7 years. Right? 165 with Rory ball speed's slow.
Times earlier in the week and just pounded it way up the hill.
Tiger even par for the day. Rory +5.
Big challenge here.
+5. Rory
made
stinker.
par on Thursday, made double
Paco Ridge, Black Mesa.
Friday,
I'm gonna text my wife right now.
Yesterday, he's
Those are the 2 golf
3
courses
over
we're
on
on.
16,
Paco
16
Ridge.
under on every
Are there
other hole.
private, public? Are there any good private ones I can try to get on? Or
as
good?
well, Peter.
15 under on.
I thought it was gonna be hot in Santa Fe in September, but we looked at it. It's like 80 degrees usually. It's not so bad.
That's going up the left. This
Yeah,
is
that was a
gonna be
pull.
little too far left, I believe.
So it's like kind of getting to be semi-interesting. Yeah, Billy's making it. But Billy's in the clubhouse, so Tiger would really have to chop it coming home. But we're on 16 with Tiger.
For his 4 here, this is one he can.
You like New Mexico? Great restaurant scene. I'm excited. I'm excited. Where's Taos? Is that near Santa Fe? Also, how about Santa Fe just not having an airport? We looked at the flights. You got to fly into Albuquerque. There's no direct flight from Los Angeles into Santa Fe Airport. You got to fly to Albuquerque and then drive an hour. That was shocking to me. Joshua Reed says more of this. Love a Tiger Watch. We're gonna keep doing it. Tell your friends. Drop us a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Missing high all day.
And look to be pushed right off the blade.
September is primo for northern New Mexico. Oh, it's okay. So it's like more in the mountains. So it's almost like Colorado weather.
Shot.
And so he's going to have to pick up a shot somewhere here, Jake, at 17 and 18.
Oh, wow.
That even par scenario in the last few holes, because right now he is not projected at the top. That guy.
A little bit of drama. Tiger almost won the FedEx Cup. I didn't realize that. I don't
Opportunity
remember.
At 18, reachable par 5, but Tiger.
Quinn Mo
seems
says this is
to
the
be
only time
well
I've
in
seen Tiger
control.
win undershirt. We had someone here saying that
Ahead.
Tiger's this is the only tournament he ever
Not a
won.
bad lie there.
Oh, Alex
In the
is
rough at the par 4
Alex is
16th.
cooking right now. He's enjoying himself too. I'm going to show you. This guy. Oh my God!
Hours ago, we
Look
talked
at
about
this,
the scenario
dude.
for
This
Tiger
was
Woods to
I
win
did
it
a
all,
I
take the
did
FedEx
a
Cup. First of all, needed to take business and win the Tour Championship.
I did a little
DeChambeau,
I
you
did a
can
little
check that one off.
Reddit
He's 19th.
situation.
We'll go right to
Oh,
Justin
this screwed
Rose,
up. I
three-way
screwed this
tie
up.
for
I
fifth
did a
or
little
worse.
Reddit like ask
He's
me
tied
anything.
for 6 right now, so that
Tiger
was the
leading.
missing check mark a
Tiger
while
leading.
ago. And you can check
That's
off
in
the rest
that
of
that
them.
picture. I gotta actually I'm gonna delete that
Justin
picture. You're not supposed to
Johnson,
post pictures of inside the media
Thomas,
center in Augusta.
Keegan Bradley.
Surprised I got away with that at the time.
Check marks for Tiger
Wow,
Woods.
Tiger, look at this almost
Justin
happened.
Johnson, who needed to get in that three-way
They
tie
almost
for
just all
second.
folded for Tiger, like 2019 Masters all over again.
This time, just taking the sand wedge, going to bump it up the fairway here, give himself an angle and a nice yardage for his third.
That rough over there is nasty. TJ had to do the same thing. All right, let's see Rory.
A little further.
Rory,
up,
make a birdie, man.
a little right. of
5
where
over?
Tiger's was. He looks like he's taking a pop at the green now. 165. But I would think the right side of the green.
Rory's never seen a lie in the rough he doesn't like.
Just
I mean,
out of the air.
we saw that on the
One
par
of the ones that
5, the
didn't stay
fan
aloft,
into
you
the
know?
tree. He's going for it.
Club.
The club at Las
lot of speed.
Campanas is private. Awesome. Jack
I would
Nicklaus
call
designed
that
36
American.
holes. Okay, one more
Should
text to
give
my
those
wife.
doctors a little credit, and they finally got it right.
Give the doctors credit. Johnny's like, shout out to the docs. He's so good. He's funnier than I remember. Like, I knew he was savage. I knew that was like one of the, why everyone loved him was like how savage he was. But I didn't realize he was funny. 3 best golf swings I have seen: Tom Watson, Fred Couples, and Ernie Els. You like tempo. You like the Tom Watson's a zhit. Best shot of 2019 final round. Second shot on 15. Yeah, I think he said that was the best shot. I remember he hit one. He got off to like kind of a bad start, and then he hit one to tap in range. I want to say on 7 maybe, and I feel like that was really important in that round. Oh, what a bounce there. If that's long, you could make double there.
Boy, if that thing just spins another foot.
Is,
that's gonna
how
come
did the
back to
FedEx Cup
about
work with the
4
Tour
feet.
Championship? Is it the same as it is now? No. There was the points were kept on
Can't
going.
see the
Just
green. All he can
the,
do is
the
react
broadcast
to
is going
what
to talk about it. Like Justin Rose is trying to
crowd
win the
reacts.
FedEx Cup
Just
despite not having a chance to win the tournament.
Lands in the long stuff, and it's got a lot of spin, and you can see it.
Is
try
Rory going to
get
have another
back.
dominant run, or is the bitter side of
that
life got a
close.
hold of him? Grumpy Rory nowadays. I mean, I think he'll be fine. Finish the top 10 this week. Guy had a bad, slow month after winning the Masters. I think he'll be okay. This year already he won Pebble Beach, he won the Players,
Let's
and
go
he
to
won
17.
Justin
the
Rose
Masters.
needs to
So
play
it's
the
been a pretty
last
good
2
run for
holes
Tiger.
and 1 under
Needs-
par to win the FedEx Cup.
There you go. There's your answer. Needs to play the last 2 1 under par to win the FedEx Cup.
Fairway at this
Wow,
par
this is
4,
actually some
the top
pressure.
birdie hole will be a short iron in.
We're gonna follow Justin Rose in as well. Does that stay in the fairway? It does.
Finally.
Here's Rory. Let's watch this
The
bunker
bunker.
shot.
Deep
Gonna have some spin this one.
Plenty of green to work with here.
We've seen some really good bunker play. Some awesome bunker play so far in this stream. He taps it in. Tiger.
Probably just a little movement.
Chase
To
says,
the
hey,
left.
hey, Dan, aside
But
from
again, it all
Bryson, do
depends
you
on how
see any other
outside of
live
the
players
fringe.
making the Ryder Cup? Maybe Brooks. You're talking about for the U.S., I assume. Maybe Brooks. I don't think Patrick Reed's going to do it. I think he'd have to win the Open. There's a lot of baggage there. On the live side, yeah, Rahm, Hatton. How fast is that? Oh, he almost had it. What do you think about the course changes to Eastlake? It looks good. Looks good. Yeah, it looks really nice. I hope it plays really, really difficult like they say it's going to. See you later, Chase. Chase is out of here.
Needs to play the final 2 holes in 1 under par. If he can do it, he can claim the FedEx Cup.
All the players look thin. That's what I said, Joshua Beers. I think everyone's been hitting the gym since.
Good contact. Good line.
Spin now.
He's had trouble controlling his
After the
distance
hype,
with his
is Sunday
wedges,
Red worth it? I
same
really
thing
like the
back at
shoes.
12.
I don't have many of the clothes, but I have a lot of their golf shoes, and I really the shoes are really, really good, and I think they look really good too. We gonna watch Kyle Stanley? Nah, I'm anti Kyle Stanley. All right, let's watch Rory hit driver. Or 3-wood rather. Thoughts on the new format? Match play could never work. I actually don't. I mean, I thought they could have done something like NCAAs where you knock guys. I like what they've done with it. I think it's cool now. I just never thought the players would agree to it. Now you have a $20 million golf tournament, like an actual $20 million golf tournament. Everyone starts the same. I thought the players wouldn't agree to it, but they did. I'm surprised. I'm happy. I never thought it was even an issue. Like, I never even thought it was possible that the guys would agree to have the FedEx Cup winner be a guy who could have been 29th going into Eastlake.
No,
but they did. I think it's cool.
Deep into the trees. And virtually impossible to hit the green from over there.
It's hard to believe that didn't bounce.
How do the LIV players get points for the Ryder Cup if all they play is team play? I've been it's just only in the majors. They can only get they can literally only get points in the majors. Or if they play DP World Tour events if you're on the European Tour. Guys, look at the shiner. Look at this absolute shiner.
Oh, and he'd love to one more time.
Yes, sure he would.
Rory looks like he's slinging draws back at the time. Yeah, I think Rory's ready to get to Le Golf Nacional at this point. Ooh, that was a tomahawk. He's got the pulls. Pulled it on 16, pulls it again on 17.
Slipped again a little bit, John. That's left.
Yeah, he's done that a few times.
Yes, he has.
Oh, let's see. They get the Kyle Stanley. Let's get to Rosie. Yeah, Rosie needs to make a birdie to win. Sunday Red is like 1,000 per shoelace. I have been fortunate that I don't, they sent them to me. So I feel for you, but I'm just saying they're very, very good shoes. This was all pre-Ben Griffin telling everyone about creatine, says Ben Golf, which definitely makes sense why everyone looks thin. That is sort of my biggest takeaway from today is that everyone looks skinnier. Literally everyone looks skinnier. Who you got for this weekend on LIV? Yeah, they're playing in Dallas. It's going to be hot. I feel like Bryson's going to win at home, right? And then I can see the YouTube video. I won my tournament at home. I think Bryson's going to win. How was Montreal last year for the President's Cup? I stayed for Thursday, Friday, or for the first 2 days. It was okay. I mean, getting there was absolutely brutal. Like, there was one road. Oh, he needs to make birdie to win the FedEx Cup.
He's got to turn. Needs to turn.
Oh, he needs to make a... So what happens? Does he birdie the last? Or just some certain things break his way?
So he will need to birdie par 5.
The crowds were pretty solid. The golf course I didn't think was amazing, and getting there was an absolute disaster. The food, though, I had the best Joe Beef, I think it's called, in Montreal. I had one of the best meals of my life. So does he birdie 18 to win the FedEx Cup?
Tiger's position too.
Yes. You had a chance to look at.
Rory's YOLOing right now. Rope hook a wedge right here. Let's see. Look at all these things. Those are some brave fans. Yeah, Rory's just chopping it around.
It looked like.
Who you got for? You hope Rory wins at Port Rush. Yeah, Rory or Shane. Rocket Mortgage. I got a sneaky feeling about Luke Clanton this week.
Okay, Tiger ready. Just
money on Rahm making another top 10 finish this weekend. Yeah, I mean it's probably minus 500 odds. I didn't see Riggs' hater episode, but I saw that he won.
It's going to be long.
Oh man, Tiger's limping to the finish.
But he's giving himself room.
All right, Rosie needs a birdie.
In the fairway.
Needs to birdie the par 5 18th.
Just right there. I mean, he just hit the shot.
Dead straight on a rope.
Here, guys.
That was the shot of the day for him because he hasn't hit too many good ones off the tee, and that's going to go.
Gotta stop. Oh, what a bad
gotten down there.
What bad luck that is. No one's gotten down there. 175 used to be big ball.
In the rear, saying,
175 used to be a big
He
ball.
birdies
What is the
this
least
hole,
used
he
club
wins
on
the
tour?
FedEx
Probably like
Cup,
a 2-iron
and there
now.
are 3 players that are
Tommy
alive
Fleetwood
for
bounced
the
back up at the
FedEx
Open would be
Cup
electric.
title.
That would be a
And
story.
they are
That would be a
Justin
big
Rose,
time
who
story.
birdies 18. He wins it. Billy Horschel would have.
Oh, Rory
And
plugged.
even if Rose makes birdie, so
European Ryder Cup squad will have more live golfers than the American team. Yeah,
Food
they're
for
going to have
thought.
Rory and they're going to have Hatton
17, McIlroy with
and
his third.
Rahm. So 2 versus 1. Spoiler on the rigs match. Sorry, that's my
Actually
bad.
on the upslope.
That's my. It was 50-50. I'm not going to tell you anything else that happens, but I'm sorry about that.
Up in the air and actually get it
Also,
to
they have
stop.
like 700,000 views,
Okay,
and we
Roger,
have like
have you had a
50. So
chance
I'm
to,
not,
look
not worried about
live?
spoiling their video.
Well, he's out in an area where the gallery has stood, and it's brown. It's been trampled down. It doesn't look like a particularly good lie to me, but I think he can get the club under the ball. He has green to work with. Green runs away from him.
1-iron,
but,
yeah,
I
1-irons
think
don't
there's
happen at
room here
all.
to play the shot.
I'd like to see Rose have a good Ryder Cup this year. Why? You rooting for Europe? Is that how that goes? I don't think Rose is a lock. He's done nothing after the Masters. Come on, man. Please, man. We're trying to fit win in the first golf tournament since we had back surgery here. We're trying to complete the greatest comeback in golf history. Can you just not do that? I want to, Joey. You got to get in his face when that happens.
Disturbed by,
You got to get in his
camera.
face. Alex has another wonderful image to show everybody. Alex is
Rory
really.
McIlroy once
Oh
said,
my
Gary, that
God.
playing in this
Alex,
type of environment
Alex
is
is
like
an
2 or 3
absolute
shots
menace
yeah.
right now. Alex is a menace. Alex, this is
Trickle down there. Okay, good shot. But certainly not a gimme yet.
Oh, it's mirrored. It says Tiger is leading. Get it? Oh, I missed that. Let's go back and watch that. I missed that chip. Sorry, guys. Alex is roasting me.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the Morikawa press conference today? I didn't really have a problem with it. We're going to talk about it on Monday's show. I get what he was upset about.
Trickle down there. Okay, good shot. But certainly not a gimme yet.
I get what he's upset about, and if we're going to ask for our athletes to be honest, if they're mad at somebody, wouldn't you rather them tell someone? Like, that's good content. I mean, I'm not saying that like life is content, but like we want our athletes to be people. We want them to be normal people, and he had a problem with something, and he said it. I don't have an issue with that. Colin's an intense character. You know, I know him decently well. He's a very intense guy, but he's a really good guy. I get along with him super well, and you know, he's really intense. And that guy pissed him off. Adam Schupak was the reporter he was talking to. He wrote an article. Colin was basically like,
coming for McIlroy today.
we're going to talk about it
you
on
gotta
Monday's
do
show,
to-
but I didn't have an issue with what Colin said.
Get something done in the final round.
Nice, Rory. You did something. Did a good thing. Morikawa getting scripted by Full Swing Season 4.
Certainly his driving today is.
We need a Dan on Golf. Bob does sports collabs, says Ben Golf. You don't have to ask me twice. But we're a very small channel. We gotta build. You guys gotta tell a lot of your friends before we get those sort of collabs. But I did play a match. Have you guys not seen it? I played a match against FP on their channel at his home course back when I was at Barstool. Short putts, so much fun. Tiger with the old school Scotty, so much fun. Can you describe what it's like being in the proximity of a Kirk Minahan feud? Things are happening fast.
Okay. So Tiger Woods goes to the 18th tee with a 2-shot lead.
2-shot lead. Let's see what Rosie's up to. Yeah, bad lie.
Is it?
Terrible lie.
Unbelievably tough break for Justin here. One of the best drives I've ever seen the guy hit, and it obviously went through the fairway.
Bones with the drama again. One of the best drives I've ever seen the guy hit.
It's not good either. He's got 214.
The Jules video was actually good this time around. Yeah, they filmed it more like a YouTube video from what I'm gathering. Like didn't use broadcast cameras.
Have this ball land 5 to 10 yards short and scamper on towards the front of the green.
Still going for it from there? Yeah. Oh, what a good bounce. That's a huge bounce for $20 million.
361-yard drive, the longest of the whole week. I don't know where that came from.
361-yard drive.
$10 million bounce.
I mean, look at this right here. You'd think that would kick back to the right.
Wow,
and somehow went forward.
Did you guys remember this Justin Rose drama?
He's
He's like, that could be that. He's like, that made me a lot of money, that bounce. Morgan Stanley, Eagles for Impact Challenge. I'm Justin Rose. You guys remember when that commercial was everywhere? Better caddy, Bones or Stevie. That's an impossible.
Justin Rose, 2 putts. He
Better
will
caddy.
win the FedEx Cup
I'm a
title.
golf
It's as
sicko,
simple
just
as
like
that.
all of you. We're gonna rank caddies
So
now.
he just needs Tiger to bring it home. He needs a
That's hard
two-putt
to do.
here.
That is very
And
hard
we'd
to do.
have Tiger as the Tour Championship winner and world #1 as the FedEx Cup champion.
That was quite the series of events right there after that unbelievable 361-yard drive and then that second shot.
Well, Rory,
Looked like a
if
kick
Justin
right in the
Rose got to
bunker.
the edge, how is
Somehow
Rory going to
it
hit
got
driver?
McIlroy
That
up
bounce
on top
presented by
of the hill.
MasterCard says
before
Tom.
Tiger.
Ooh, that's got to be too far left.
Well, that one might be in the lake. It's so long.
It's left.
That's really good. It's right down.
Is
where
Rose a Hall of
hit it,
Famer? Yes,
but
absolutely
in a
yes.
Perfect spot.
That one stayed. Lucky boy. All right, this is
Okay,
guys.
so
This is the
one
scene. I'm gonna get
more
goosebumps
good
here. Might
tee
shed a
shot
tear.
by Tiger
Might shed a
Woods, and
tear.
He'll be one step closer to wrapping up this incredible comeback.
As I said earlier, not a bogey on 18. He's playing at 4.5 average. So Tiger is feeling good hitting the driver. Could hit 3-wood, but
Nah, rip
good
rip
spot.
dog. I was probably so nervous
Two-shot
watching
lead.
this.
really good spot.
After I posted
Even
that
down the right there, I guess you're gonna
incredible
play a draw.
update that Tiger is leading. Oh, flush. Twirl. Oh my goodness. Down the hill.
Position A.
Position A, says Dan Hicks.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
We're gonna sit and watch this a little bit. We're gonna
That
drink
was
in this
down
moment.
there also.
We're gonna drink in this moment.
That
After the
rolls
second
out.
shot.
Tiger, big smile on his face as he heads down the hill with a 2-shot lead over.
Please
Horschel.
tell me they have
That was
some
a
sort of
clutch tee shot by Tiger.
sappy essay
Look at
about.
Rory saying, "Hey, that was pretty good."
He knows at this point.
That's a great moment in golf right here with the comeback. Everybody was hoping after all the close calls this year.
First win in
Tiger
5
had
years, I think.
About 6 of them. 4 on the back 9 on Sunday.
Yeah, let's
He
look at these
didn't
results
win,
again,
but he
guys.
had a chance. And finally now. put it
So
all
many
together.
tie for
Thanks
second
to
at
good
Valspar. He
driving,
had the lead
good
on the
iron
back
shots,
9,
really good
solo
number
lead at
one
the
around
Open
the greens and number
Championship.
one on the greens.
Solo
That's what's
second
done
to
it for
Brooks
him.
at the PGA Championship. Made that electric run. This was
Right,
the
so the FedEx
culmination
Cup
of a long
to be
process, a
decided,
whole
but up
year
ahead
building
is
toward this
Justin
moment, and
Rose
the
with a
Masters
chance
was
to
still to
put it
come. I
away.
wish I could tell them.
And by the numbers,
The
look at all the
Masters is
strokes
still to
played
come. You
on
have
the
no
PGA
idea
Tour
how good it's
season
going to
this
get. You have
wraparound
no
season.
idea.
And this is up to date in all the official stroke play events, more than 1.2 million shots. Tiger had
Wow.
no idea if he was going to be part of
Groundbreaking
this
info.
season or any in the future.
That's like Tiger's leading.
And
Amazing.
He just could be the man that wins a Tour Championship. Outside chance now of taking the FedEx Cup title because of that incredible second shot by Justin Rose. It got over the bunker at the par 5 18th. So in the end, it
Justin Rose
might
still with
be
MasterCard. I
appropriate
did some
that
MasterCard content
Tiger
with them
Woods
earlier this year.
would signal his comeback.
Man, that Open
win
was
the Tour
heartbreaking. Yeah, well, he
Championship,
got
and that guy
he
right
hit that
there would
amazing
send it
shot
to
on
Tiger's
10.
former spot as the
Remember,
number
he hit
one
that
player in the
amazing
world
shot
and
on
take
10
all
from the
$10 million
bunker,
in the
and I
FedEx
think
Cup title and
Johnny
add it
Miller
to
might have been
his
like, this could be his tournament. He
Olympic
makes
gold
par, and then the
resume,
very next hole he makes a
major
double.
resume.
And it was, and Molinari, man, remember how solid Molinari was? There we go. Or
What a
break and
great
contain. This is a famous moment.
Swarm down the hill. Part of
This is a
history.
famous moment. Was I able to spend any time with Tiger behind the scenes? Not like away from the golf course,
And
but
remember how
yeah,
Justin
like in
Rose
between shoots and
was
stuff,
telling
and
us in
we'd
Boston
catch
how
up and
much a FedEx Cup title would mean.
not like never
One
like
of the
away
few
from a
things he had
professional
not
setting, but
accomplished, and you never know when
yeah,
you're gonna get
like
in this position
when we
again.
would
As he
do
lines up this
Golf Digest
eagle
streams
putt,
and
he
stuff,
hears the
or not streams.
roars
That's
of
what I'm doing
Tiger
now.
up the hill.
Golf Digest shoots and
And you wonder if he knows exactly what's at stake here. Probably
some golf
not.
TV stuff and photo shoots. Yeah,
I was
a little
gonna ask
bit.
that question, but I bit my lip because I
How many players on Tour
wasn't sure.
PXG? I know
Rose
Christian
knew
Bezadenhout
exactly
does.
the two
I
putt would
think
do it.
Joel Damon does. I think Jake Knapp does.
Yeah, Justin's caddy checked in with me on the last green, and I let him know they need to play the last 2 holes in 1 under
Wow,
to get where they wanted
amazing
to go.
story from
So he
Fuzzy
knows
Balls.
what
I'll tell in a
this means.
second.
2 putts.
30 feet, breaking a little left. It's got great speed.
Wow,
and that
he
should
did it.
Great speed. That's a terrific.
The fist pump after the
Just as
lag.
long
He
as
knows
Tiger Woods
exactly
makes
with
it
the
down
plus
the
4
hill
behind
and
it.
wins the
He
Tour
knows
Championship,
exactly
that's
what
gonna
that
be a
is.
FedEx Cup champion.
He knows
Amazing.
exactly what that
All the
is.
Tough shots that he
Fuzzy
hit
Ball says,
today,
I
and
returned
he
Steve
hung in
Williams'
there.
rental car after the U.S. Open at
And,
Olympic Fields, Olympia
He's
Fields.
really pumped.
He was
knows
bummed
if
out.
they
I told him,
did it
"Don't
right
worry,
here,
you guys
he
will win
only
at St. Andrews." He said, "Thanks, mate."
To win the FedEx Cup. The other, the guy up behind him, Tiger Woods, in 2007
knows.
and 2009.
The thespian.
A little look of the eye, and Justin Rose letting it sink in as what he has accomplished, something he's never done in his career. His caddy, Mark Fulcher, such a big part of the success. It's not official yet. It's the projected standings, but
Oh,
as
it's
long
official.
as Tiger puts this away, he will be the winner of the FedEx Cup.
You guys ready for an update?
Man, that's exciting because he went through a little
Somewhat
bit of hell
lost
to
in
get
all
to
this.
heaven there.
Man, I
He'd
was
be the
brutal
third
back then.
European to win the FedEx Cup.
Oh,
In the last
we had
6
another
years.
we had another absolute
Rory
gem.
a couple of years ago.
We have another absolute gem from
Justin
Alex
Rose,
Bush.
Just a matter of time here before he wraps it up officially. Kyle Stanley finishing out.
Oh no, that's not it.
That was a birdie attempt for Kyle. Not exactly his day as he comes in with a +3 round of 73, playing in the second to last group with all that hoopla surrounding Rose. Look at the look on Justin Rose's face.
I thought that was funny.
Olympic gold for a long time. Of course, after he won the U.S.
I
Open
apologize
in
for all these old
2013 with that
tweets.
incredible shot up the hill on the
These are-
72nd hole.
Listen, it
This
was
is a whole
2018 was a
different
different
kind
time.
of feeling, isn't it?
Okay,
This
September
rewards
September
sustained
2018. There was some
season-long
something was in the
excellence.
water,
And
you
for
know.
a guy that has racked up all of these top 10s around the world.
Sorry, guys. I know who you're rooting for.
He's apologizing. Sorry, guys. I know who you're rooting for. It's okay. He's still gonna win the tournament. He's still gonna win the tournament. Those kids are probably like my age now.
Justin's kids. Team effort, family effort. His wife Kate. And now the stage is cleared for
Sweat's calmed down, getting a little
off.
cooler.
second
Sun's
shot.
lurking behind.
227 yards. Would love to put this on the green and make it a great walk.
Yes, he would. Thank you, Roger. Setting up way left. That's front right bunker, if I remember. Just fine. Just fine. Here it is. Let's see what Dan Hicks has in store here.
He's not where he wanted to hit it, but it's not a bad spot.
Yeah, the Nike Roshis were
Cushion over
sweet.
Horschel.
Do they have spikes? I had the Roshis. I don't think they had golf
It is a
spikes, but the
par
Roshis,
five, and now
I used to wear
Rory
Roshis all the time in
steps
college
after another
as like a normal shoe.
monster hit.
Tiger didn't carry. Yeah, that's right, Justin Rose. I don't think
That's from
Tiger's thinking about the
215.
FedEx Cup.
I thought he hit the drive left, but he hit it so far that it was fine. That's
Bad
the
day
way
for Rory.
around
Bad
the
ball
hole.
striking from Rory. This is
But
loose
carries the
Rory.
bunker.
What's so wrong about that?
Not bad.
It's a pretty damn good shot. That was deceptive. Those tweets could have gotten you on the sports beat at USA Today, LOL, says Jeremiah Johnson. I like what I'm doing now. Except for I wish I didn't have a freaking
So
goose egg
Tiger
on my
comes
head.
down to this huge throng which lines the 18th green at Eastlake.
Look at
And
that.
thousands behind him come down the hill.
No way they were planning for that, because usually it's
And
like
you'd
if
have
they
to
do
think
that at the Open, it's like just
This
in front of the
whole
green, and there's the,
process, I mean, it
you know,
has
it's kind of
been a
that's just they're just
journey
there's no
through
ropes
the
anymore.
process.
There are no
You
ropes
can't
anymore.
help but think that he's thinking about his dad, you know, because he was a young golfer. His dad always emphasized step by step. He never went to the next level before he was ready to go. And it's been kind of a mirror type of thing with this whole process after all the surgeries coming.
It's probably one of the wilder
step
memories of
by
Rory's
step.
career, I would think.
It's
He's like, you
exciting.
got this, bro.
Like the Open Championship where they let the gallery converge on the 72nd hole.
How about that for a
walk
photo?
up with the players, and you have to walk through a lot of the gallery. Nothing like it in sports.
What's the
really.
bigger payoff? The
And
FedEx
have we
is
ever
20
seen
million.
anything
The
like this
majors
in
are like
golf?
3,
Well,
4 million. Look at
This
this.
scene.
Those guys are really.
Ben
Yeah,
Hogan,
you're holding this whole
the
crowd
most
back, my
famous
friend.
comeback in golf, if
Your
not in sports.
little shrug is doing the
But I'll tell
trick.
you what, today, you
Oh no,
couldn't
those
tell
people
this
got to move.
Huge throng
Those people got to
that
move.
this
They got to let
comeback
Tiger get through. This is almost a little dicey.
isn't almost as special.
This is a little dicey.
Tiger, I think, is getting a kick out of this. He really is. Like, wow, this is something I've never seen.
Whoa! I don't remember how crazy this
A
got.
lot of people.
They got to let Tiger Woods through. Rory's
Tiger,
like,
the Tour
holy
Championship.
crap.
I would say he's fairly popular right now.
I would say so, Johnny.
That is
Yes.
a little reminiscent of that first major win back in '97 when he emerged from the crowd after that 12-shot win to wrap up his first major championship. When he had that
From
kind of
Jupiter,
effect on
Florida.
the crowd and that kind of effect on the world.
What do you guys think about the 18th hole announcing when they announce the players
Is it
coming up
totally
18? I think it's kind of
different
nice. Feels like anachronistic. Feels like it's from another era.
magical feeling.
You know, announcing to the crowd who the player is, like there isn't like 10,000 screens, but it's one of those kind of charming things. I like it. How much fun, guys, by the way? How good's this been? How good's this been? Not as many people here as, you know, as on the Sunday watch along because we're just getting started, but I've really enjoyed doing this, guys, with you guys. There's so much potential here.
Cup is broken out here.
More fans than the OKC championship parade, says Bush. Ooh, that's savage. Was there not many fans? I would think OKC. That's like, I feel like they support that team very well. Little chunk and run. Very standard shot, and at this point, it's done.
Want to leave it again underneath the hole. Little right to lefter.
Hard not to clap.
And that'll really put it away.
Hard not to clap.
Yeah, he's starting to get like, hey, I think it is done. It is done.
I did it. How about that? How about that? Isn't that what he said to? I feel like Tiger says, "How about that?" There's a day count.
Since that last PGA Tour win.
It's never complete without a day count.
August of 2013.
Tiger, 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 Tiger. They didn't even know the Masters was coming. They thought this was. They thought this was the peak. They thought this was the peak. Well, let me tell you something. Let me give you a little spoiler alert, Johnny and Dan. The next major is going to be the Masters, and the guy who wins it is the one that you're looking at right now.
That just 16 years ago.
It's the one you're looking at right now.
They've been spiraling out of control.
I've never seen
at this
Rory with that
point
putter.
as McIlroy strokes this for eagle.
Toronto Raptors had over 3 million for their championship parade. Wow,
Almost.
that's a crazy number. The craziest parade I've ever seen. I mean, obviously didn't go. Argentina after they won the World Cup. Do you guys remember seeing the drone shots of Buenos Aires after Messi and Argentina won the World Cup?
So a disappointing 74.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it finish right here, and then we're gonna head out.
Matches his highest final
Super fun, reliving a throwback, a good throwback.
of the year.
Wow, that hat tan.
Since the
That's the end of a
Masters,
season
when
hat
he
tan
was
right there.
Also trailing by just 3 going into.
Yeah,
the
we
final
currently don't
round
know
of
about the next win. That's
chance for
actually a
that
really
first
good
green
point. I
jacket.
say
So
they don't know about the
stage
Masters.
is
Maybe we're
cleared
going to be watching
for
this.
Tiger Woods.
It's a little bit of
Last
streamception.
birdie at
You're
Eastlake.
watching a stream of a stream.
And just seconds
And we said we
away
thought
from
Tiger was
pulling
done. We
off
said
the
on the
most
stream that he was done multiple
improbable
times.
Comeback in sports.
We thought it was over.
He wants this putt to go in. He wants the people to go crazy.
I miss this as Alex Bush. So do I, man. So do I. We had it so good. I think we appreciated it, but I forgot how good it was. Pretty weak putt, if I remember. Yeah, like, dog. All right, let's hear the call.
The tap in for Tiger. We thought we'd never see it, and I don't believe he thought either. Tour championship winner, Tiger Woods, a winner again, number 80.
Somewhat lost in this. Somewhat lost. Somewhat lost. The announcer literally said it right after he made the putt. Somewhat lost. Somewhat lost. This is a little bit lost. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff, you guys. That was a ton of fun. Getting to rewatch that with you guys. We'll see you again on Sunday for the watch along for the Rocket Classic. Really enjoyed doing that. Make sure you give us a like, comment. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Tell your friends about us. We're enjoying doing this. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday for the watch along.